What's up, everybody? Rob Barrington here, live from the North American Bridge Championships in St. Louis, Missouri. I am joined immediately to my left by Danny Sprung and, of course, the one and only Bronia Jenkins. It's the first day of broadcasting, but the third or fourth day of the tournament, really, guys. Welcome, and we're here for the Platinum Pairs Finals. And we have our next guest on deck, but hello, guys. What's up with the current panel here?
Hello, hello. Come on over. Actually, let me give you this seat right here.
Come on over.
And I'll go sit over here.
Ooh,
This
good.
is what we do.
And now we have 4 mics in play. Good enough. Let us know you can hear us, folks, out there in the chat. Hello. We have Ola Remstead joining. I did not get this wrong this time, unless that is Mika coming in. But I think Mika's playing, so we're going to be okay. You got us fine, folks? Yeah, you're
Yeah, they
fine.
can hear
Good,
us.
Ewan. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Let's get to some of the action, folks. And first and foremost, let's just show you something going on at the table here, but let's just give them the leaderboard, folks. How about that? This is what's going on after the first final session. And why don't you tell us, Ola, who's that leading pair? Will you tell us their names, please?
So Siebrand van Oosten and Thibaut Sprinkhuysen. I'm sorry for my Dutch pronunciation is not the best.
It's way better than my Americanized just was going to
Probably.
destroy that.
Not quite sure how old they are, but they are either still juniors or former juniors. I would guess around 27, 28 years old.
Which is a huge spot to be in for a young pair like this, correct?
Yes,
This is,
they have been on the international circus for a couple of years now, so they are not too unfamiliar with being here. But still, it would be quite a result if they can keep up this pace.
We have Adam Grossack, John McAllister in second. Adam, after his world championship in the fall, now doing quite well in the Platinum Pairs with John. And then Madala and Bada. That's a fun partnership there. Madala is an Argentine, but has spent quite a bit of time in Italy, and we have an Italian pro in Georgia Bada here rooting for them. And then just a lot of quite good names. I'm surprised to see your brother with the all-time legend Mexstroth there. That's a great partnership.
Let's go to board one. Board one was
wanna
pretty
see it?
exciting. Yeah, let's go board one.
Board one had
All
a 6-6 in one of the hands.
I
so
tell you
it
what,
should be
let's
interesting.
pop up what's going on at board 2 at this table, and that's your brother and Jeff there. But there's board 1, folks. Oh yeah,
I missed something.
look at the results too. It's 3 pairs played 5 diamonds with the north-south cards, and the rest played 5 hearts with east-west. And diamonds is the only makeable contract. Look at these hands.
Looks like Mickey and Jeff, they got a 0 looking at the results. Only scored 50. The other were minus 550, 300s.
Yep, exactly. And look at how does this hand start, actually. This is a crazy hand. North is the dealer. What are you guys opening with this 6-6? Just 1 diamond, or do you open something crazy here? Like,
Either 1 diamond or pass. I see there are those who open 4 no trump with big minor hands.
oh, that's interesting.
It's all depending on your system.
I don't know if we can go all the way back and see the result on this specific board.
You
as far as how the
can
auction went.
if you click the contract.
All right, let's take a look. If I can get to the right screen, Ola, there we will have it. There we go. Okay. Okay. 1 diamond here, 1 heart double. Let's take a look at another auction.
Good board on the left too.
All right, 1 heart pass. There we go. The pass originally 1 heart pass, 2 no trump, 4 no trump by North. Throwing both suits. That's crazy.
There are many different ways to bid a 6-6.
There we go.
It's all
another
about being
diamond opener.
creative.
Yep. So yeah, pretty good mix of that. Really
Yeah.
interesting stuff.
If you have a 4 no trump opening bid, you might as well use it for this hand. You might as well change it to some other meaning.
If you forget it, if you forget it here, you take it off the card, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the live action and look at Ming Shang's hand in the West player's chair. Wow. Another ridiculous hand. Misfit for them, essentially.
He's got a very strong hand that some beginners might be tempted to open 2 clubs with, but you want to start bidding your suits when you have 6-5 and this sort of strength. Just start with 1 spade. The auction's not going to go all pass.
I think personally I might open 2 clubs. It's not gonna cause too much trouble considering you have the majors and you have a 2-suiter. The most problematic ones are 3-suiters. When you have strong 3-suiter hands, then you want to start low. But when
Or when you have diamonds or clubs.
diamonds and clubs, also one thing.
Well, you're also at unfavorable vulnerability where they're more likely to get in there and preempt you too.
And folks, if you're just joining us, say hello in the chat. Welcome, everybody. The view graph room is quite good this year because we also have snacks, cocktails, soft drinks, and that's why people are piling in here for the view graph. And slow choices here on this first one. We have Catherine Berteau off screen. Bronia Jenkins off screen as well, but on mic.
Yep, I'm here. I open a spade. I'm not a 2-club opener on this.
I would open a spade as
I
well.
would also open a spade.
Danny?
Yeah, one spade for sure.
All right. Catherine? Absolutely. All right, Catherine, I have a question for you. Actually, this is for the audience. Are you ready? The auction goes 1, no trump on your right. Pass. 3 clubs, which is Puppet Stamen, asking for 5-card majors. Pass. 3 diamonds. I don't have a 5. I may have a 4. Pass. 3, no trump. Partner doubles. All pass. You are on lead with King 5th, 9 4th, 9 4th void. Make your choice. Ola, did you hear this hand yet or no?
I haven't.
Okay, good. You're playing with a Frenchman, if it makes any difference. And if you heard that at home, folks, okay, Ewan is leading a heart, by the way.
I would have let a heart.
Okay.
I don't know any better.
Now I know the hand.
You played this hand, and yes.
Your expression looks kind of doleful, like you did not get a good result as well.
No, they didn't play 3-0 against us, so we were fine.
I led a heart as well, and it is down 4.
What did I miss? What happened?
Partner had like ace in 1 of spades and ace king queen 6 of diamonds, basically. So
And we were supposed to find that by partner doubling? Or
I told him if you didn't double, dude, a spade was getting led and you were taking the first 8 rounds.
What was partner's hearts on this hand? Because double might be like, don't lead your worst major, and then maybe
that's what
I
I've
think of
heard.
double.
Yes,
how I
that's
think
what
of
I've
double.
always heard.
So if you have, like, let's say ace doubleton of spades and a stiff heart, then it's fine. You get in on your ace of spades supposedly, and then you cash your diamonds. But if you have too small, I mean, that double is not gonna make partner lead a diamond.
Partner overpulled 3 diamonds over 3 clubs.
That works.
Sensible.
So they didn't play 3-0 though. So now they get to dodge. Ooh, we have Gavin Wolpert off screen as well. I think he's warming his voice up for some tea. Catherine, if you want, can you move that box just out of the way from? Yeah, there's some stuff in there. I don't know what's happening here, folks. West is either thinking or they're taking a brief break.
Well,
but I think we can go to another table and see.
I think
what's
South
doing.
is the dealer, but maybe West is also thinking.
Actually, this is the only table we have here.
So we can project an auction that would start, say, past 1 spade. I think Mextroth would, at this vulnerability, would bid 3 there.
Oh, that's what's happening. The table is just folding. Okay. So why don't we stay right there, see what's happening? Okay, so they just shipped us a result there. Something weird happened there, folks. We're terribly sorry we didn't get to bring that to you live, but we will hopefully get the next hand live.
Mextrot decided not to preempt 3 clubs.
Interesting.
I probably would have preempted 3 clubs, and another reason for that is that I think it was Queen Doubleton of spades and Queen Third of hearts. If you preempt, they're gonna misguess those suits.
And
That's the Zia theory.
Let me give you this hand again. This
queens.
is what happened for Eldad and Osh and Georgia and Augustine here. 6 spades making.
6 spades making.
They
Wow.
did preempt 3 clubs.
They did.
And the effect of preempt sort of pushed East-West a bit more as well.
It did.
Wow. that
Although
is
after
nice
a preempt,
result,
it's
3
not
slice.
a great slam, because here you needed 3-2 in both spades and diamonds, I think.
Let's take a look at this board, actually. Let's find it.
So actually after
2 scores so far.
after a preempt, it's not a great slam.
Yeah, so we see 1 4 spades making 12 tricks, 1 6 spades making 3 boards around, I think, in this event, right? Or are they playing?
Just 2.
Just 2, okay.
Is that the right names?
There we go, another 4 spades.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hope so. All right, so we'll wait for board 4 here. You can see the results coming in for board 3. Bad luck for bottom $1 here on this board. Only pair to face 6 at this point. You don't love your East hand when partners bid in spades and hearts, I guess, but you do have a spade fit, and man, those diamonds are quite good and tasty.
Yeah, the King Jack of diamonds looks nice.
Oh, you're so welcome, David. And I hope all of you are going to enjoy many days of good bridge. This is day one of how many days we have left? 7? 7 days straight of bridge, folks.
Is it possible to put up the chat on the big screen?
I can't do it because then we might not be able to see all the bridge.
I see.
But I will tell you anything. I mean, most of the comments are for how good looking Ola is, but I just ignore those because I know those are just bots, like Russian bots.
Okay,
possibly
so
Swedish
Ash
bots.
and Eldad are filling in. I knew something was weird because, like, I talked to him earlier.
I see. Okay.
Okay, I was like, how did we just like randomly make up names? So Ash, thank you, Jordan. Ash and Eldad are filling in. Here is the chat. Here,
Okay.
you can have it on my phone.
So who are they filling in for?
I'm not sure who they're filling in for. So somebody, for you?
Oh, the young Scandinavians.
Nick and. All right.
And there we go, folks. Still more results coming in for this board, but
Well,
only
the
4
fill-in
spades.
pair
We see
just
board
bid
4
six
now.
spades. You know, like it's
Ah,
like you're
that's
really
brutal,
not happy
yeah.
when your fill-in pair is the one. Like you know,
You're
like,
filling
yeah.
in and just getting a great score.
Thanks for
very
showing
much.
up and taking some match points from
Yeah.
me.
That's brutal. All right, let's take those scores up there. Let's focus on this board. One heart
Okay, let's
double
see.
is the start.
1 heart double. 2 clubs transfer to diamonds. Maybe anybody.
Yeah, that looks good. That's exactly what's happening there.
2 spades place off so far. Seems like we can predict the auction.
This is Tom Carmichael in the south
We got to
chair.
bring
Dan
some
Jacob.
dollars out if we're going to try to predict the auction, right? When we always have to have like
Sure.
the $1 Mortimer. 2
Bronia-
spades. Okay, so
all I
far,
know is that
so far,
Bronia
oh
runs
my
good.
God,
Good.
God,
Yeah,
run
these
good
things.
on those dollar bets, but I was kind of in agreement with you, so this wasn't going to be a good one.
So the leaderboard has stayed pretty much the same so far as what we showed you earlier. We'll keep flashing back to that, folks, when we have time. We'll put that right on the screen for you. We can see that the
Probably it's going to be passed out here.
Zia and Donati have made an appearance in the top 5 now as well.
Oh.
I don't think they were there earlier.
All right, we're playing 2 spades. What's going to happen to us?
King
Yeah.
of diamond lead. Seemed like the play. Parney show diamonds.
Yeah.
You have the trump base to get in and make something smart happening. Looks like the king of diamonds is going to be the start. The Claire is going to try to pull trumps, maybe.
Who's playing the Vanderbilt tomorrow, guys?
I think everybody's playing the Vanderbilt. Not me.
My teammates are
Do you wanna play?
second and third. And sixth. But I'm not speaking my brother anymore. No,
So-
obviously, I hope he's going to do well.
So do you guys keep like a running tally of who has better results and who's winning? Is the real question.
You're the stats guy. You should know this.
There should be a stats guy for this.
I rely on the stats guys. But I'm sorry to say that he has like a fraction more seeding points than I do.
There's probably a good gauge there. I
And
see.
he's going to pick up a few more here because platinum points now count towards that goal.
Oh, bummer.
By the way, player of the decade, we were talking about this. Jordan was looking up the current leaderboard. It's going to be an interesting.
Player of the decade. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
Neither did I, but I love it. It's just most
Yeah.
platinum points in a decade, right? That's a heck of that's a great reward.
That's great.
Yeah. And Mexroth won the first 2 times they did that.
I could have
right?
guessed.
But
Wonder who would be
Zach
the
is up
top.
there now. Kevin Rosenberg
Like,
is,
yeah.
and really think about Kevin
I
Rosenberg.
think Thomas Bessis is leading at the moment, but
He
it's
is.
close.
Tomas leading.
It's close.
because he was on those. Well, he was on a lot of those very good teams that just did well, and that's
Yeah, Fleischer. He's been doing well in a couple of pair tournaments.
yeah.
Was some time ago though. Okay, duck the king of diamonds. I would have expected the diamonds to be 6-1 at this point, but maybe there's not that much to lose. Well,
No, he loses a tempo.
he loses
'cause
a tempo, and
yeah.
that's like a trick. You're
now his
gonna
partner
get-
can get in with he can get with the ace of spades, put his partner with the king of hearts, and get a diamond rough, right?
Yeah, seems like he just lost a trick here.
And once again, folks, live from St. Louis, Missouri, the North American Bridge Championships here, Platinum Pairs Finals. You have to have accrued a significant amount of platinum points, which is do well in national events, just to get into this event. And this is day 3, folks. So if you made it to day 3, you're one of the best pairs in. You're playing the best in the world at this point. basically.
It's a bit strange, this declare play. You don't have that many entries to your hand. Might as well use the one that you had, the ace of hearts, to take a club finesse.
Yeah, to hook the club.
That you know is going to work, considering how many points has been shown so far. So take that club finesse, draw the trumps.
Yep.
Shouldn't really rough a hearts, which you know is 6-2.
And this is the second board of this second round, folks. We're going to play 14 rounds, right, guys? 14.
I think just 13 because there are 28 pairs and they played 14 in the first set.
Right.
Yeah, and every pair plays 2 boards against every pair in this event. That's fantastic.
And, I was actually curious about how they do the qualifiers, and they did do that so that everybody would be as fair as possible, is that you get down to 28 pairs and everybody plays everybody.
And it is a grind, folks. Match points is brutal at its start, but with all of the best pairs in the world and the 28 best.
It is a great pair tournament.
And these contracts sometimes take the longest because there's a lot of stuff going on. We don't have any results on this board yet. We're watching on a little bit of a delay, folks, but we're giving you the results as they come.
Luckily, this one is going to be roughed by the 10 of spades, so now you have all the pips. You're not going to be afraid.
Now you don't have to rough with the 3, just
You're going to comfortably rough with a
rough
7.
with the 3.
Thank you.
I think he just made it more problematic than it was supposed to be by ducking that opening lead.
And for those of you watching at the Viewgraph Lounge, I think we can call it the Viewgraph Lounge.
The Viewgraph Lounge,
Yeah.
I like it.
We have snacks, non-alcoholic beverages, maybe a beer or 2. I don't know.
I did hear the word cocktail before.
There is a lovely fridge over there, sir, that we would have happy to supply you with whatever you choose. That's available. And we think for the Vanderbilt, we'll have a little TV in here so you guys can not only watch the commentary live, but watch the action live with us.
It's great.
And here we go. Hard.
Now he
shot.
rough with the 7.
And there it goes.
Rough with
Thank
the 7.
you.
He's awake.
You're rough with the 7.
After
Can we see the other scores on this board since
There we
the
go.
result here is
We
a
do
foregone
have
conclusion?
quite a few now, actually. Here you go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Boom. 2 spades making +2, 3 spades making 3, and then a surprise 2 spades down 1 at the Glubach Baki table.
4 spades down 2 by my brother Jeff.
Wow, that's a bad start for Mextroth
Another
Rimstead.
poor board for them, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
How do you make only 8 tricks? Strange.
and
well-
there's another. Yeah, this result just came in. Actually, that's what's there. And what they're showing us on Viewgraph, folks, I think are 6 tables, which means that there are more results on this board, folks. We're just showing you the results that were reported through our RealBridge platform there, folks. So that's what we're looking at right there. And while we take that off, let's take a look at the leaderboard now. And this is live after 2, I believe. And this is running scores, so we might be a little bit ahead of the broadcast. And there we are. Looks like around the same names. We saw your brother dropped a little bit as expected, now 11th. Edmonds, Klukowski creeping up there in the top 10. Zia, Donati there. Anybody's ball game here. Krikorian and Palawan making a charge, it feels like also. I haven't seen them in this section of the
Well, Rob,
leaderboard
you
in
can
a
see
while.
their score for the current session to see who's doing well and moving up in the leaderboard.
There it is on the right.
Gerard
there.
and Lair, for example, are doing quite well in this set, as are the pre-round leaders. They've
Yeah,
also done
79. That's a big set so far. But again, lots of time left. There's your carryover right there, folks. There's the raw score, and this is the leaderboard. Let's keep dancing here. We are through board
So for
4.
reference, top on each board is going to be 13, so they're almost a full board ahead now, the leaders.
Yeah. Well, I think not only this event, but several pair events that we broadcast, there's just been surprise action, especially toward the end. And it's exciting to bring it all to you, folks. Let us
Changes
know.
quickly.
That's the nature of pair games, is every board counts just as much as any other board, unlike an imp match where if you're up 25 or 30 with a few boards to go, it's hard to get 3 big scores in a row, but it's much easier to get 3 good scores in a pair game, or 3 bad ones for that matter.
I'm hiding one of my favorite pairs in the event here. We have father-daughter pair, Avery Silverstein and Aaron Silverstein. Congratulations on making it to the 3rd day of the Platinum Pairs. That's fantastic.
I would guess she's also the youngest person in the finals as well.
I'm looking at this leaderboard. I can't. No one's jumping out. How old's Olivia? Olivia's older than. She's in her.
Olivia's
she's,
definitely older
she's
than Avery,
college
yeah.
age.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So put up board 1 on the right for a second.
You
Let's
got
look
it.
at board 1 for a second.
Yep.
I just want to see. Do we see all the scores?
No,
so can
just
you
those
scroll?
6.
Or you only see?
No, that's
this-
what I was saying. You only see the reported scores through RealBridge, right? So there certainly were other scores on this board, but we can only kind of see what the view graph reported for us.
Got it.
And in fact, let's take a look. First board was wacko. Second board was kind of just ho-hummy, balanced hands around here. People playing part scores around here, just small stuff.
Yeah, and that second board, if you go back to that for 1 second.
Yeah, let's
North
go.
faced an interesting decision about whether to intervene over the opponent's no trump at unfavorable vulnerability with a fairly strong hand, but a 3rd seat white no trump. And you can see that in the tables that we see, 3 of the pairs did intervene and 2 did not.
Yep.
So find that a somewhat interesting
Yeah, it's just
decision.
the choice of it, right, by
I must
each of
say,
the players.
speaking of match points, the more
that's
interesting
quality.
boards are the part score boards. That's where you make most of the match points. Like the game hands, they are more or less the same more often than not. And look here, you have almost 5 different contracts.
Yeah.
You
And-
do have 5 different contracts.
And in an imp format, like these 4 scores on the right wouldn't really matter, but
Exactly.
in match points, minus 90 is way better than minus 100, and vice versa. So
Not only
that's-
that, in the part score battles, there's more tricks that are in doubt. When you're in 4 spades, you're going to be making 10 tricks is very normal, or making 11 tricks might be normal. Whereas in 1 no trump, you can see a lot more variation in the number of tricks
Right.
won by either side.
and it's just more complicated play. And the better
yeah.
players are going
For
to
sure.
usually come out. I mean, my fear is any time I have to defend 1 no trump against like a really fine player like you guys. Like I would rather make a terrible balancing bid than play 1 no trump against someone like Ola over there.
If you want to see who the best card players in the world are, my theory is you put them in a room and you make them play and defend 1 no trump all day. It might be the boringest thing in the world, but the best card players will win
Totally
that
agree.
almost every time.
Yep. That gives me an idea of a special event. Just declare and defend 1 no trump. Good luck.
Bridge battle.
Yes, bridge
Is,
battle.
if you go to Bridge Battle Classic, that is
You
1 no
can-
trump.
yep,
you are
you will
just
just
playing
declare.
1 no trump.
Oh,
So you
wow.
could actually do that and see how
okay.
you do every single day.
So looks like we have some action on board 5. Let's take a look, folks. And it just appeared very quickly for us. We didn't see this auction too fast. 1 no, 2 no, 3 clubs, 3 no. Not sure what 2
2 no
is.
puppets, Dayman, free club, no 5.
There we
3
go.
no.
That now we're back to the.
So let me ask you guys a question. Would you also bid 2 no trump puppet if you had that?
No, I would just bid 3 no.
No.
For me, it's
match
close
points.
to absurd to even consider bidding free 2 no trump puppet in the match points.
Because if you're finding your major suit fit, you're chopping action with the 3 no trump people, and that's terrible for you. half the
Exactly.
time.
I mean, what are you? Do you really want to look for a 5-3 here? I mean, maybe 5-4 hearts, but still, you're still balanced, upside
Tell you
balanced.
what, give me 1 second. Let's see if we can find the winners on here. Yeah, that's boom. Actually, this is a great matchup. We have the leaders,
The leaders,
against
yes.
Owen Lean and Adam Kaplan. Newly minted world champion Adam Kaplan. And again, whenever we are going to talk about the north-south pair, we will let Ola
Wait, I don't get it,
introduce
but
them.
Was it the other way at the other table? What was it? The hand we were just watching? Who
This is
opened
the
it
same
up?
one.
This the
Same one, just
I know, but I thought they opened a no trump in the south.
they open a club with when
It's
a no trump.
It's a 14 count on North.
They
Some-
opened a no trump in the north, so it was the south hand that was bidding puppet. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Some plays 15, 17, some play.
I don't.
14,
My students
16.
would know Never Stamen with the south hand. And if you're out there, folks, say
My
hello in the
students would
chat.
know. Rob's students would know. We're very proud of Rob's
They
students.
would. My students are the best. Honestly, I'm sorry, but my students are the best.
So the decision whether to open a no trump or not changed which side was declaring on this hand?
Look, probably not. Just that they play 1 no trump game forcing here. That's their how they respond to one club.
Right, but in the other room we were watching, Node Trump was opened by North.
Right.
Yeah.
But even if you play standard American, it would normally go a club, a heart, no trump.
Yeah, sure.
Just here, they happen to get it on the other side. Doesn't make a difference to the amount of tricks.
And this is one of those.
Doesn't feel like it.
This is one of those game hands that's probably not going to be too. You're not going to see too many varying results here, right?
Maybe if you lead a
tricky.
Maybe if you lead a spade, you're one step ahead as a defender, because you have to knock out the ace of clubs and take a heart finesse that loses, and you can only knock out one of them if you lead a spade.
That's more sort of the luck of the draw as to which hand was on lead than whether the north-south hand, either the north or south hands are better for declaring.
Yeah. So this was good for the leaders to play no trump from the south hand.
And that continues their trend. The north-south pair leading coming into this session and at about an 80% clip through 4 boards. So trending in.
I would lead a club from ace 4-3 deuce against 3-9 trump anyway. I would look for just to lead a major here. Even though partner didn't ever call a club, ace empty fourth just feels like a pretty poor lead.
And again, this is being brought to us by Real Bridge. We have view graph operators in the room, honestly, right next to us, taking this action down, bringing it to us. We're on about a 15-minute delay. And you may see a little bit of slowdown speed up in the software. We'll let you know when that happens, folks. We're watching the pair that's in first place against Kaplan and Lean, who are trailing, but that's the spoiler position, folks. You still play really good bridge, you respect the event, and they're still trying to win every board, folks.
Do we have any results from board 5 yet?
We do have one result. We have Jacob and Carmichael at the table. We were actually sweating a little bit against Silverstein. 3-0 in the north, making an over trick, 10 tricks.
But that was with a spade lead?
That was with the 8 of club lead, actually.
Okay.
So it was played on the north. Another no trump opener.
Because I think with a spade lead, it's only 9 tricks.
It does say the double dummy solver. In fact, let me flash it up there for you guys. Double dummy says on the screen there, it is only plus 600 for par there. So yeah, spade lead would hold it there. They have enough time to get that extra trick created.
Yeah, you can't knock out both the ace of clubs and the king of hearts.
Yeah.
And the defense can duck the spade if they knock out the right one first.
Yep.
Exactly.
Interesting. Bad luck for Silverstein there. Or
I mean, the East was on lead, and it's easier to lead a spade if East is on lead.
Yep.
Not saying.
I'm just going to credit every mistake to Aaron, as he would expect me to do. Avery's going to be perfect today. I can say this because he's not here. Aaron is one of the people I respect and love the most in the bridge world because I spent so much time with him in New York City, and he's just a great player, a great teacher, and really good for bridge, especially in New York. And when he gets here, I would appreciate it if you never tell him I told him that.
I think Aaron has one of the least swelled heads in the world of bridge, though, so I don't think
Agreed.
telling him something good would be too harmful.
No, we like to only say bad things when we're in each other's presence. And there's the other duplicated result coming on the right there for board 5. Let's keep that up on the right, folks. We'll keep that there for you so we can sweat the results for board 5. But let's look at this.
Yeah, I like this view where you leave the
Yeah, I
results.
was just gonna ask
and
you
then
if
that
you
way
were
you
okay
can
with
see
that.
as it's happening, like more, it's
Yeah.
good.
All right. So East is starting here. What's South going to do? 1 club? 3 clubs?
Pass 1 and 3 are all in the beginning game
It
for
is.
me.
Who wants action? Pass 1 or 3?
In a match points, I'm a passer. I don't like to spin the wheel in match points.
And
At IMS, you would bid 3 clubs?
Actually, no, I would. But it's more of a spinning the wheel in match points.
Well, you'd be
You
more
and
inclined to
Vince
do so
clubs?
in first or third seat. Second seat,
Oh,
you're,
for sure.
you're certainly not.
Yeah.
Anxious to preempt.
Oh, there's a 600.
There's a 3-0 trump making 3 coming in. That's the
On the 9 of
DeFranco
spades lead,
and
yeah.
9 of spades. There it is. 9 of spades being their
not
their
sure.
Oh,
choice.
and
Oh,
there's
with
a 3-0 on the 7 of diamonds
with a
lead.
diamond lead.
That's
And also
weird.
there,
And another 3-0 on a
With a
7 of
6
diamonds
there.
lead. Well, I guess it's the same thing.
no, it isn't. Well,
No, because you have 3 losers in diamonds, right?
you have to knock out the right card. That's the thing. You have to knock out the spade and the king of hearts.
Before the club.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how it happened. Wow, interesting. So bad luck
Interesting.
if you
But
were
on a spade
defending
lead,
in-
would you not
on
always
10.
hook the heart first? Because if the heart hook is on,
But
then
still, it doesn't matter. Well,
Good.
you would, but still, then you play a low spade back and you have the
you have
communication.
to
That
duck. Yeah.
communication's still there. Yep. That's good bridge. All right, let's take that result off and wait for board 6, folks. And we will focus ourselves on
Get
this
free
board
clubs,
here.
free no trump.
That seems pretty reasonable.
So let's see what's gonna happen.
So what's going to
It's
happen? You
not
got
a-
4 heart tricks.
It's not without fear, though,
You
right?
got a club trick.
It's not without fear.
If you're sitting west, you don't love making this 3-0
How
bet
you
after
gonna-
partner
how you gonna
passes
do
in
it?
first
Although-
chair.
3, 4, 5.
It did
I
not.
don't know, you make
It
it.
didn't. It wasn't a good time to open free clubs this time. I think because you can't get to your clubs and you're just establishing a trick for the declarer.
Ewan McNay in the chat, many-time ViewGraph participant, especially for the USBF. Always a pleasure to hear him talking bridge. And he would have been 3 clubs here, guys. I'm just saying. I'm playing my first Vanderbilt tomorrow, guys.
Good
Wish
luck.
me-
Good
wish me
luck.
Who's your team?
I have the best teammates ever. And you can't tell me I don't.
But I'm not a part of your team.
I mean, Odin and Oliver would probably be close seconds, but I'm playing with the Wolpert boys tomorrow. I get
All
to
right,
play with,
that's fun.
to play with both Ryan
If
and
I can
Brandon.
find anybody, they are the ones.
I said, what, we only,
Yeah, it's
so what happens here? So you could win the queen of
4.
clubs and play a heart to the king and a heart to the king and then a diamond to the jack, right?
That
That's-
feels normal.
you're
Then
gonna get lucky.
But
in
then when you
hearts.
play a low spade, can't the guy hop ace and play back another spade?
you might just play the king of spades.
And then
So if
can
he
duck,
plays
though.
the king
If
of
he ducks, you
spades,
play
he
another.
ducks,
He
And
plays.
then-
You
yeah.
can clear the hearts as the cards lie.
and then he
And then you can
and
exit
play
the
him.
spade.
Yeah,
Yep.
So you have to time this somewhat. If you place it low, well,
what's he gonna exit now?
the best exit is a heart. But then you can clear the hearts and play the king of spades.
Yeah,
Maybe he's more afraid of the king queen of diamonds being offside though. Then he wants to clear the diamonds and not establish the spades for the defenders.
I'm not going to ruin any surprises here, but we have a little bit of a scoring change as far as the leaderboard. We'll bring that to you after we finish this board, folks.
Yep.
Lots of action, early stages. We're watching the leaders right now, north-south, or at least the leaders coming into this round.
He might play the ace of spades here. And then as a declarer, you have to guess if you're going to unblock the spade to hook
to
the
hook the
diamonds
diamond.
again.
Yeah, and
Or
he-
you
he
keep
did
the
play
spade.
the ace of
Wow.
spades.
And you keep the spade. Oh,
he
did?
unblocked. Okay, it was a quick unblock. It was a quick unblock.
At
As
le-
far
at
as,
least-
as far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know. But now, at least now he's going for it. Imagine if the king of diamonds was offside at this point.
Yeah.
Then you're losing a lot of spade tricks.
The roof caves in. But here,
This works perfectly. That's a tough board for the leaders.
And I think that might be a little bit of spoiler alert there, because watch this, guys. You ready for the new leaderboard?
Bring it.
guessing we have new leaders.
Adam Grossack and John McAllister,
That's-
teammates helping each other out there.
That's
Grossack
my
and
team.
Kaplan.
That's my teammate for the week.
Ah, there you go. Look at the right now after 3 rounds, 77.6% so far. Looks like doing the best so far in the field, and that's really quite good. Even with just one down board, there's a big change in the leaderboard,
Yes.
folks. Very close up top there, 280 to 279, less than one, and then a pretty reasonable dip to third place
Yeah,
there.
a
So
board
it's-
and a half.
yeah, 2-horse field right now, but again, We're in through round 3 of 13, folks. Tons of time left. Let's circle back maybe to some other board 6s if I can find it for us. Give me a second, guys.
Yeah, so if South had opened just one club on that hand, it would likely have gone 1 nut trump, pass 2 hearts, pass 2 spades.
Yeah.
I mean, just play a normal part score and
I tell you what, let's put that score up there. This is what's happened on board 6 so far, and you can see the part scores coming in, and this is what happened at the with your brother Rimstead.
That 600 will be hard to beat.
Yep.
unlikely to be in.
Yeah.
And
hard to type.
what a just bold bid by Kaplan there. I mean, that's scary with 3 clubs 3-0 with like a 4-4-3-2 16 count, queen 10 third.
I know, but it's match points. What choice do you have?
Yeah, agreed, but I don't know.
I'm more thinking in imps, you have to do it. You don't want to be preempted out of a vulnerable game. In match points, it's not the end of the world to be preempted out of it because you might fall into a
Go
trap.
plus something. Yeah.
Yeah. So in match points, it's fair to pass it. You can be free no trump. You do whatever you
I
feel
feel like you have so many 10s, it would be so hard to pass with all those 10s.
I agree, with
you
all
know,
the
if,
10s.
If I had ace, queen fourth, ace, jack fourth, queen third, then, but queen 10 third, ace, jack 10, ace, queen 10, those 10s are just huge and no trump.
Another thing that makes a difference is you're playing against 2 Dutch that are quite young. They are very aggressive with their preempts. They like to open most things.
We see, by the way, that your brother chose differently, and he did bid 3 clubs with the South hand.
And Kubrick bid 3-0 trump, also one other pair in 3-0 trump, but they went down 1 on a spade lead there. 10 of spades. So, yeah, there we go. There's board 6, folks. And does your position dictate maybe a sketchy 3-0 bid there? Because I can tell you Kaplan and Owen were not doing well. They were like 26th. Are they just going for it in that spot?
It could go the other way also. I'm guessing you said my brother opened 3 clubs. They're having a horrendous start of this session. They have to find something. They have to get going.
And
I don't think my brother would open 3 clubs if he was doing well. I'm quite sure of it.
Yep, trying to just create a little bit of variance, knowing they need it at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because there's running out of boards. All right, and let's circle back and just go to our main stream. We can get a better look at these guys. I mean,
I love this logo. This looks good right here. We need to get. I will use this. Look at that. That looks good. You guys look good over there.
This is myself, Rob Barrington. We have Danny Sprung. We have Ola Rimstead. We have Gavin Wolpert Toe off camera as well. Honestly, that's two of the stupidest things I've ever said. Bronia and Catherine off camera. This is a fail, folks. This is a fail.
We failed.
So we're waiting to bring you more of the action here, folks. It is round 3 that we're through of 13. And I guess we can bring you back to the full scoreboard. Let's get you to the leaders. And there it is, folks. Grossack, McAllister, 1 and 2. Gavin, you want to come in and say hello? Jump on in. We have 4 mics ready to go. You can be in camera when you put your hand in front of Ola's face.
Cool. Voice.
All right.
All right. Hello.
More. Can you guys hear Gavin? Talk to me, folks. Yeah, okay. Yes, we can. All right, folks. Everybody here. We are looking for board 7. We are watching the leaderboard change in front of our eyes, actually. It looks like Joel and Kent, I think they were right around there, I suppose. In the other movement, we see Bada Madala around the same spot, maybe falling 1 or 2 places. Edmunds Klukowski have crept up there.
Wow.
A couple of places.
Those percentages are for this session?
Correct. This percentage on the right is this session. And, folks, we have some bridge. Let's dance. Boom. There's board 7, folks. And, Gavin, we're going to be able to see the results on each board come in after also. So we have some good stuff going on here. Look at this one. Onum Teba East, Oscar Neeson West.
Yes.
Mexstroth in the north chair and Mika Rimstead in the south chair.
So Anam's going to face an interesting decision when it starts a heart 3 diamonds pass to her.
Yeah.
She's got a very strong hand with a lot of strength in her opponent's suits.
I'm guessing she's going to bid 5 diamonds. I think that's reasonable.
Because her heart suit is just
Not worth anything.
I also noticed the diamonds are probably blocked for 3 now. Not to mention the lack of a spade stopper.
and she can't expect her partner to have much, even with this auction, right?
Yeah.
Look at the South End just getting parked out of this auction after one bid. Also, it's kind of brutal. This will be an interesting one at a few tables, I would guess. Good start to round 4 of our Platinum Pairs Finals live from the St. Louis North American Bridge Championships. Rob Barrington, Danny Sprung, Mika Rimstad, Gavin Wolpert. Put your hand in there, Gavin.
Did you say Mickey Rimstead?
Ola Rimstead. Ola Rimstead.
I did that on purpose.
Just testing to see if we're awake, right?
I mean, I was looking at Mika's name right there, guys. This is confusing, even for a really confused guy already. Whoa, there it is.
Wow,
Six
okay.
Ds.
Diamonds.
That's gonna work too, isn't it?
I don't think so.
You can't
Unfortunately.
get the clubs done before all your entries are gone.
It's not enough if you get the
Yeah.
clubs
Oh,
because you have to draw trumps, you have the rough spades,
the
you have
rough
no entry
spades.
after the heart lead. It's gonna knock out the ace of hearts.
The heart play is key. Yeah, they got to get that ace of hearts off the table. If they cash a spade and don't play a heart, then
I suppose Mech is gonna lead the deuce of hearts. Then there's really
No-
you can
nothing.
hook the clubs and maybe that's your best shot. I mean, okay, Mickey open a heart. It's likely not gonna work, but
so your other play is 2-2 diamonds, right? You're hoping diamonds break 2-2 so you can and clubs 3-3. He needs to get rid of 2 spades from his hand. He knows the
Yeah.
heart finesse is losing.
Really interesting.
But the only way to enjoy the clubs is if first of all they break 3-3, and then second that if he can draw trumps ending in the dummy, once the ace of hearts is gone. The ace of hearts could be used as an entry to the clubs, but not after that. It's hard to believe he's not going to lead a stiff heart, but
God forbid he leads the queen of clubs.
There's the heart.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna try to make it.
So the current leaders are facing off against Donati and Mahmoud this round. So another interesting pair, very young Italian player with the legend Zia there.
Jeff took a little bit of time to lead the singleton heart there, but I think his thinking may be, well, they're ready for heart lead. They're not bidding 6 hearts with, 3 little hearts that are coming down in the dummy. And
Right.
that may be why he was thinking of some other lead. I'm not saying that he shouldn't come up with it eventually, but
I mean it's definitely a good idea to be stopping and thinking about what's going on. It's a little weird auction for sure.
Mexstroth now probably has he's over 100,000. How many master points? 110,000 something.
over
A
100.
fun story. Mickey, he was supposed to buy the online entry for him and Jeff here.
Okay.
But the ACBL website did not allow him to buy the online entry because he had 6-digit amount of master points. 6 digits amount of master points. So he had to call or send the.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Yeah.
But that is funny. He's the only.
We actually had to spend I don't even know how much money and time to fix the ACBL website.
It's like the Y2K problem.
When Jeff Mexstroth was about to go over 100,000 points, he was going to blow up the
It
entire.
was the Y2K.
The guy who runs our thing, Richard Oshlag, spent I think about 4 months getting ready for Jeff Mexstroth to get his. And I was like, listen, if you have a problem, I'll call him. I'll tell him stop playing for a minute.
Just stop crediting that madman master points.
Just take 20,000 off. He won't miss it.
That was the Mech 2K problem.
So he's played a spade from the dummy. So now he has to. The defender has to make sure to play a trump because he will take the rest of the tricks. I mean, he'll be able to easily rough 2 spades and dummy. He will have to. And
There
there's
it
the
is.
trump. Yeah.
Well done.
So now he's just resigned to playing for clubs 3-3 and diamonds 2-2. I think I don't.
Or you can actually leave it, hook the clubs.
Double hook clubs, but no.
But why
you
would
have
you
to-
hook?
Yeah,
the
why
clubs?
would
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Obviously.
Only if you could see the hands.
Yes.
Only if this door was open. And folks, we actually have a very well-positioned room this year. We're right next to the action, essentially. So outside our hallway, we have just a short walk to the room, and there it is, 6 diamonds down 1. And are you ready, guys? Here is Oh, wow, there's another interesting result. Guess what the other result is, guys? Don't look, Danny. I know you can see it. What do you think? There's one
Other
more
results
result
on this
in.
board.
I'm gonna
Yes.
guess that the not every table is gonna preempt 3 diamonds in red.
I would guess this one was well.
So maybe
It feels like
Heart
it
has
might
a
have been
spade.
preempted 3 diamonds.
maybe
No,
it does
okay.
not play a spade contract on some
How about it goes
level.
a heart pass to you? What are you bidding with the East End? You ready?
Whew.
Heart pass.
Wow.
This was Gluebox decision.
It was
I'm not totally against the idea of just passing as he did.
Yeah, he bid 3-0 here and went down 4.
I see you
Wow.
on a hard pass. All pass at Zia's table.
Oh, it did. It
Oh,
did go
yeah.
hard. Interesting.
If you close that window, you'll
I will.
see.
I'm just looking at this one. This is just a heart 3-0, and it's brutal
yeah.
for East here. And then, oh yeah, there it is. Boom, 1 heart
And that
down
was
3.
the leaders who were plus 300. So that's
Well
another.
done. That's
That's
John
that's a good
McAllister.
score or not for
That's
them.
Well done for somebody.
well done, McAllister.
Yeah, right. East-West.
Yeah, well done, John McAllister.
And that is the leaders getting richer there in the
Imagine
first
how great
board.
600 would have been in 5 diamonds. Looking at the
And
scores.
sorry guys, I'm on the wrong screen here. There we go. Bingo. All right, so let me pop this down. Let me do a quick check on those leaders, and there we go. There's Grossack and McAllister, and let's find that table, guys. In fact, we know they're playing against Zia and Giovanni Donati, and there we go, guys.
It was John McAllister who passed 1 heart.
It was, and let's take you guys right to that table. Let's watch the second board of this action. The leaders sitting west and east here, playing the legend Zia Mahmood and an up-and-coming legend in the making, Giovanni Donati. You played against him fair amount or no? Anybody?
Against Zia.
The young Italian.
I played
Yeah.
against Donati once in a
I
long
played
match,
against him many times in the juniors.
I've called some of the events. He seems to have some pretty reasonable results, at least of recent note. Also was on the World Championship team for Italy,
Yeah.
I believe.
Correct. I think for the past 2 or 3
Adam
championships.
wakes up with a big boy here in the West. 20 with 6 clubs to King, Queen, Jack.
19, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, 19.
He's going to think it
Just
looks like
feels
20.
bigger. Yeah.
He's going to think it looks like 20 and up
Feels
into no
bigger.
Trump, I think. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's more about whether it's too much to open 2-0, not about if it's enough to open 2-0.
Yeah.
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 But with Queen Doubleton, Ace Queen Doubleton.
Yeah.
Let's just.
You guys play any Chinese poker back in the day or no?
A lot.
So I had this and board 11 yesterday, and the impairs was, and Chinese poker folks, you get dealt 13 cards, and you have to make 3 of the best poker hands with 5 cards, and 3 cards.
Right.
And the one on the bottom has to be bigger than the one in the middle, blah, blah. So this was straight flush in hundreds,
Mm-hmm.
a straight in the middle,
Mhm.
and aces up top.
Nice.
That's a good end.
One of the best I've seen lately.
So here we're going to see Stamen negative response, and I don't think McAllister's worth a move over 3-0 Trump at match points, but
I think also he's seen Adam opening 2-0 on many 19s.
yeah.
Yeah.
His suits are
He knows not to.
very sketchy, and King 9 fifth of diamonds is okay. Jack 4th of hearts is pretty bad. I think it's just a normal 3-0 at this point.
And yeah, board 7, someone played 2 hearts in the south and only went down 1. That was Gerard and Lair. Actually, I'll flash that up for you guys. That's the completion of our look at board 7. So yeah, McAllister, Grossack, as far as the scores we can see, are besting everyone there.
Heart lead. Okay, I guess you want to both finesse the spades and grab a diamond trick at some point. Limited amount of entries.
So do you guys do anything special before a big event like the Vanderbilt, like with your teams or anything like that, or are you just relaxing and getting ready to play? Like any team building exercises, any special dinners?
The only team building we did was we played some Pavlicek matches on BBO before, in the weeks leading up to this, we played them once a week.
Just getting ready,
Yeah.
okay. Gavin's over there half asleep going, I'm just here.
This is my day off. This is me preparing for the Vanderbilt.
That's exactly It's perfect. Watching some bridge.
Played 20 boards with my 10-year-old.
Oh, warming them up.
Called it a day.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna ask them a question, and if you want to ask them, prepare them. Do they want to film us filling out a card?
Ryan would
Ryan
be
will
happy
do it.
to.
That-
Brandon, not.
Brandon, maybe
no,
not so. So
as
we'll-
much.
We'll put Brandon off camera. Are we going to play the Gavin Wolpert? Are we playing Wolpert Standard?
No, I mean the little guy doesn't know enough of that stuff. No,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So what's the right approach here when declarer wins the Queen of Hearts? Cross to the club and play.
Spade.
I would think so.
And then just punch out a
Because
diamond.
they don't know
later
for
if
sure that it's
necessary.
even safe to play. If the spade finesse loses, North won't know for sure that it's safe to play another heart from the king.
Right.
So they have a
Yeah,
chance,
check it.
even if the spade's guaranteed to build an extra trick.
Mm-hmm. This is a good start for declarer.
Oh, it's going to go club over.
Although a
spade
little bit
for sure.
scary. Imagine a spade finesse loose and they can put the
And
diamond
now you
through.
get a diamond
Yeah.
through, yeah.
Well, it turned out the diamond's 5-1. That's what I'm saying. It's a good start. He knows that.
And I think we're
10
watching
of
one
diamonds.
of the
That's an
first.
interesting card. I like that play.
Just muddying the waters. Yeah.
Might as well play a low spade here. I was about to say, if it goes to the king, you haven't lost anything, and the king of diamonds is protected.
That's Grossack playing this in the west chair.
I think that was a good play.
I think it's just about over now, right?
That's it. Yeah.
This will be the first team to get through board 8, I think. And maybe we'll have an update of our scores. Our scores are really great. We have live running scores, and
There was an update.
once again, we will have an update after this board, folks. We'll bring it to you. It is definitely a 2-horse race, and they are neck and neck. Although, lots of time for people to catch up. You could see significant movement even with the people that are further behind, especially there's no guarantee that the leaders are going to continue to play leading bridge for the entire time, which happens when I'm the leader, guys. That's
A lot of it's not in your control, right? It's not. You just come to the wrong place at the wrong time for a little while, and
we learned that in one of our sessions in the impairs. Not that we played terrific, but we realized even if we played as well as we could, we just didn't get dealt a good game based on how our opponents acted, and that's a little bit of the luck, you know. Sometimes they just do well against you, and that's not your day.
That's bridge.
Yep.
More of a case in impairs where some boards have a top of 1 and others have a top of 12 or more.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And I happened to get a few of those wrong. Ooh, Beyond Bridge is tonight. What time is that, Bronia? 8:30. If you're in St. Louis at the Nationals, Beyond Bridge, it's one of the funnest events you can have here downstairs. Ground floor of the Marriott. Music, entertainment, fun, food,
Quiz.
quiz. It's all deadly.
karaoke.
Ooh.
Isn't that this one?
Do you guys karaoke? Anyone a karaoke fan here?
I would, but I'd clear the room.
Catherine? Do you want to duet with me later? Okay.
So we've been speaking about a lot of the young players in doing well in this particular event, but when we show the leaderboard, I'm going to highlight one of the not so young pairs that's doing well as well, which
And
should be soon.
I
Soon
think we can probably start the process of showing the leaderboard because we have some results and we can see this. There's not too much that's going to happen here. We can see that another switch. We have our pair back in first now. And Ola, will you please let us know who those players are?
They are two young players from Netherlands. They have been on the international circuit for many years now, up to 10 years almost. At least if you count in the juniors, probably more than 20 years. They are fairly new established partnership. They used to play with 2 other young Dutch players before. I think they only played together for about a year or something like that.
They're having a great result so far. What were you going to talk
we
about,
see
Danny?
Ron Gerard and Mark Lair, who are 2 of the elder statesmen of our game, doing quite well. They're up to 5th now with a good session going.
That's
Quite a
60.
bit of ways out of first or second, but still doing quite well.
And as you can see, the total scores on the left, folks, that's the ranking. That's what everything's based on. And on the right, that percentage is their current percentage for the session that we're playing. There was also carryover involved, so you might see players with poor sessions but doing better than other players because they just had more carryover coming in. And that was based on their previous results over 3 days of this premier pair event of our North American Bridge Championships. And let's take a further look at the board 8 here, guys.
Pretty flat so far.
Look at that, as expected, right? One pair made 12 tricks, though. That was Glubach and Bakai there. Same heart lead at each table, not surprising, right? Now we can get back to our main screen. Why don't I switch? I mean, I feel...
How did they make that 12th trick? How
You,
did they steal it?
you want to see it?
Yeah.
Let's go. And this was...
You can click it there. You click the 10 of hearts on their lead or something. There, yeah.
There we go.
A heart.
Queen of diamonds, ace.
He didn't cover. He
no,
doesn't cover the queen of spades, or
And then there was the double squeeze. Oh, no, he didn't cover it.
okay.
I thought it
And
would
now
almost
it's
be
over.
a double squeeze here. Maybe you can time it. Can you time a double squeeze in that situation?
Oh, you not with the diamonds over the dummy, and if the I guess it's the same thing. It's a non. Oh, maybe it might be a non. If you
It's very close, but I don't think you can.
because you can't cash the king of diamonds. That's your end. You need that as an
Correct.
entry. Yeah.
And if you use that,
Non-simultaneous double squeeze.
Well, yeah. Why? What happened?
Messing with you.
Okay.
It's like an infinite discontinuity.
Well, all that means is you're squeezing the one person, and then you're squeezing the other person at a separate time.
Yeah.
When you say it,
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds like Spock talking
yeah,
bridge.
exactly. It's a non-simultaneous.
All right, and let's flash that scoreboard back up there for you while we wait for the action to continue. I believe we will have a break after round 8, and then something like that, possibly. I'm not sure. I'll take a look, folks.
4 and 9.
Yeah,
4 and
so
9.
the break is
Okay.
now.
Oh, okay, so the break is
Hey,
now.
What are your little those little questions you can ask them?
Oh, I was going to bring that for the Vanderbilt. Today was a lot of setup, so we're going to leave that. But yeah, we have that ready. Bid box, basically. You guys can interact with us. Tell us what you would bid. Tell us what card you would play, and then we can discuss the results of that as well. So we have all that coming, folks. Don't forget, though, one thing I haven't said enough. Subscribe to this channel, folks, the ACBL YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, say hello, pop in afterwards. Oh, we have another Rimstead in the room. I don't think you're allowed in here, sir. No. No, you can't see anything other than the results right here, buddy. This is all that's going on. So
you have nothing to brag about. We have.
I'm so glad we have Mika sitting in the chair and Ola has just walked into the room to talk. Oh wait, no, sorry, I forgot.
Do you guys get to know live scores? No. So they aren't allowed to.
Oh, I thought they were right outside the room, or no? I see. Okay, so yeah, we can't share with you. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're in 38th place. That's all I can tell you. I'm not sure how it happened. But we how you feeling though? As far as that feels pretty tough. We saw a few results and we felt your pain. A little unlucky. Yeah.
I sat there and said, if it didn't go as bad as it did in the beginning of the session, you wouldn't open free clubs on the hand that you'd open free clubs.
Ah, that's fair. Okay. If you can't hear it, Ola was right. He read his brother correctly. Oh, yeah. We didn't see that one. Which board was this, Ola?
This was, I actually did mention a comment here. I don't know if anybody heard it, but said, how do you only make 8 tricks in this board?
Yeah.
Were you rough with the queen of the rest of the time? Oh, right.
On top of that.
Oh, on top of that.
That's
The normal defense I go down 1, but now I went down 2 because they let me make the
that is the worst feeling.
That's how you play match points. You go for the maximum.
Yep. That's why match points is so brutal of an event. You're constantly at risk of just blowing the entire board or the entire event for that matter. I mean,
Totally.
it's just. Yeah, enjoy the rest of that love.
We'll see you next break, Rob.
Yeah, you got it anytime.
See you
Don't
soon.
forget, there's some water, some tea in there. I don't think you need the booze yet. So, thanks for joining, Mika Rimstad, not Ola, who is sitting right there. Ola's wearing a special piece of clothing that you can only get if you've played the Pebble Beach golf course. So,
Yeah, I noticed when I played against your brother the other day, I asked him about how he did, and he said, I think he said your brother you did 2 shots better than he did.
I think I double bogeyed the last hole, but I still finished with a 78.
Oh, nice.
So that was.
You double bogey 18. Did you hit the ball in the water off the tee?
No, I was in a greenside bunker and I had 3 shots from there.
Ah, okay.
and that, folks, has been Golf Talk. Golf Talk.
How did 8 play? 8's the short par 3 into the water.
That's 7.
7, sorry.
Downhill, par
yes.
3. I know this one.
Wind in our favor. Basically, 100-yard par 3 turned into a 50-yard par 3.
Ah, so it's like a very, very light sand wedge.
Pretty much, and it was hard to control, of course.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for the breakdown, folks. We probably could have taken it with you, but we're having a good time here.
I'm
And
just gonna get it.
yeah, go right
Some
ahead.
water.
By the way, plenty of snacks over there. Gavin, if you want to slide over in his chair,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're not taking his place. You're just moving so we can see your beautiful face.
Yes,
I
please.
guess we got a little preview of what's coming because he said that he had a couple good rounds now, and we just see him sitting at 35%.
Yeah, and
So I'm
and that
guessing they're about to go on a little run.
and I think that means that they've already probably completed round 9, or sorry, whatever the next round that we missed, because I think we're only on a 15-minute delay. So I would guess they have finished round 5 live, and we're about to see that here for you, folks. We couldn't share the necessary results with them, but they are still in. Not shouting distance, but top 13, top half of the field.
So I went
doing okay.
upstairs to go see the Vanderbilt seeds. The director was busy writing it up on the thing
Okay.
on the wall, and he's almost finished writing it up. And I go over and I'm looking at the seeds on the wall, and I see Mexstroth's team, and Mexstroth is listed with 0 seeding points. And so
It's
I
a
said,
different Mexstroth.
no. So I said to the director, something's off with this team. Not only that, their team members were off. It was a 4-handed team, and I knew that one pair was not on their team. I mean, there's something wrong with the Nittebach team, and then the director's like, had this like, and he like remembered something that had happened or something. And he ran off. They had to kill all the seeding that they'd done. They have to redo the whole thing.
Oh man, we've all been there in whatever job we have.
Yeah, you were set to.
One
Well,
no
and
Trump
all you
something.
could say was, at least we have to cut off at 3:30 and not at the old school. It used to be 8 o'clock the night before.
Oh,
They'd be dealing with until 2 a.m. or whatever. Yeah.
What's your pleasure after one no Trump, folks? Showing clubs, clubs and spades if you can.
Yeah,
What do you
double
do?
4-card major, longer minor would be ideal. Yeah,
That's my favorite system.
That's
what I like.
multi-landy here, right? Yeah, that would be magic.
there it is.
Looks like that's what we're
But
doing.
that might be penalty also. You might, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way,
penalty double in
he's
this
okay.
hand is totally fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of young, Finn Kolesnik is also a very young, current reigning Bermuda Bowl
I was just gonna say another world champ. It's the whole USA one is in this field. It feels like Finn, Adam Kaplan, and sorry,
Adam Grosek.
Adam Grosek. But then the rest, not so much. Kevin and Johnny didn't play the event,
Right.
and
Eddie's not in it
Eddie's
either.
not. I haven't seen Eddie yet.
He's here, but I don't think he played in this event.
So every current USA one eligible world champion is doing well in the event early on the third day. All right, 2 diamonds transfer to hearts.
Double was kind of competitive.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Not lead directing.
Would you double here? Two diamonds on Finn's
It
hand?
depends on what it means. Like, is it saying I want you to compete if diamonds is your suit, then I would double. If it's just pass or correct to spades, no. But you don't. It shouldn't be pass or correct for spades, because if North just wanted to play 2 spades, one partner has spades, they could pass, let the transfer finish, and then they can come back and double 2 hearts. So double should it be something related to minor suit. So I actually think it should be my first thing is I want to compete in diamonds if it's your suit. It would be
Redouble says I'm willing to play diamonds if we can maybe
so
here.
redouble. I mean, I don't know if they play the. I would say the most common treatment now among experts for redouble is I have 3 card support for you in hearts, and I have a hand that wants to compete to the 3 level, kind of a little bit stronger than just a regular 2 heart bid.
We see North South might be having a misunderstanding about what the double of 2 diamonds is, because South bid 2 spades.
Well, it could be, or
just
just
showing
to play the
their
other
one
side
number.
of the coin is if double did, there's a good chance that they are not on the same page about this double for what it's worth. I mean, it's not like Finn and Camo have played tons of boards. This is not something that comes up when you're talking about a convention card. But if you were, even if you were on the same page, it still makes sense that South would bid 2 spades, because if North was saying, I want you to bid if you have diamonds, South, they don't have diamonds, but they certainly want to compete. And if you're going to compete with spades and clubs,
as
you
well
would
show
still
your
bid 2
major.
spades. You
Yeah.
wouldn't bid 3 clubs.
Surely.
So I mean, they don't have to be on the wrong page. Yeah.
But would North correct the clubs, knowing clubs would be longer? Or they would
Depends.
just,
It's match points. Maybe
That's
you
true,
believe
yeah.
it's the same
if
amount
it's
of
5-4, they might just have a shot at taking the same tricks.
Yeah.
Same score, I mean.
But he does know that the opponents have an 8 card heart fit. Yeah. To me, I think that you know clubs is going to play significantly better than spades. With
I
that
think
North
so.
hand, so I think it was an error to pass.
And we have 2 spades making +3 in the South at the only table that's finished this board. There it is, boys. That's another
2 spades making 5.
very good result.
By-
That's the result we were talking about.
That's
with
my
your
brother. My
Yeah.
brother played it by himself.
Rimstead, Mextroff making +200 on a
if you-
heart lead here.
If you can get that, if you can get the South hand tapped,
Oh wait, heart lead.
Heart.
You go up ace, and you take the club hook, and then you just play ace king space.
okay.
There it is.
Ace, and
Oh, and the queen 10 drop.
queen 10
Yeah.
drops,
You
yeah.
just make 5.
It just naturally happens.
There it
Yeah, and
is.
you kind of have to do that because you can't afford to get tapped.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
about to happen
yeah,
here, it
it
looks
is.
like.
Wow.
Yeah, same thing.
That's crazy.
Queen 10 of spades. So
it looks like a crazy
so passing,
result. but
passing 2 spades just happened to be
huge. Yeah.
huge
Huge winner.
huge
Yeah.
winner.
Bidding wins this one.
And the nice distribution of the East-West cards as well.
Wow, yeah. This is nice to
But
get a little
so
luck
even
in
if
your-
so let's say the spades weren't favorable, like let's say it was queen 10 fourth, you're still making 140. And how is 3 clubs going to do? You don't have a re-entry in clubs, right? You don't so you can't take both the spade finesse and the club finesse. So in clubs you're going to lose a heart, a diamond, and one more trick is 130 probably on average. So so either way, playing 2 spades, unless they can find a diamond lead and tap declare right away, playing 2 spades was just a winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is, duplicating that result. But we don't expect it
In
to
a,
be...
in a different way though.
too
3
common.
hearts going down too.
Yeah, and this is not all the scores, folks. Just so you know, we're only able to get the scores that the view graph tables are feeding us. So the tables that are not on view graph, we're not going to see those scores, but you can see everybody achieving the same raw score in a different way here. And look at board 10.
What was the auction for them to get to 3 hearts? I'm wondering if they didn't have the agreement of redouble and then East.
Oh, it went 3
went-
clubs
okay.
by South. They
He
didn't have
another
any
way to-
club spade clubs in a major, maybe.
Well, no, I'm guessing it was just clubs. Maybe.
Yeah, but does that mean they just
They
either
didn't have a way,
chose not to show
yeah.
it, or either maybe didn't have
yeah.
a way?
They were probably playing a penalty double where 2 spades would just. The other choice would have been 2 spades and a minor, but with a 4-card suit.
And a 6-card,
Like the idea of playing a 4-2 fit doesn't sound appealing.
How do you guys feel about this Juno Trump unusual overcall by Nowak?
I hate it.
I
So
really
gross.
hate it. I don't.
I really don't like
Without
it.
looking at the other
Yeah.
hands, you could see Partner's got 6-card diamond support.
I mean,
What,
definitely
man,
not a fan.
that-
Not
you
even
just-
in favorable. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you're helping the opponents. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess there's something to be said about scoring that Queen of Hearts. Maybe
Right.
that's one upside of 2-0, but otherwise you're just setting yourself up to go for a number and helping the opponents figure out bad major suit breaks.
One, I can just feed you some information. These guys are not starting very well. They're at about 30% for the event, so this might just be a little saltiness and trying to get something moving, like Ola was talking about earlier as well.
Well, and Seabrand and Tebow had a 0 on this board for playing what looks like a pretty reasonable contract. 3 clubs.
Bad luck. Yeah, 3 clubs making 2 over tricks, and as far as the scores on view graph, you're the worst.
Well, when they put when they put 150 on the scorecard, they were probably thinking, okay, this is pretty decent. Like they were not unhappy about it.
They didn't realize that.
Actually, their feeling when they played the Ace King of Spades and the Queen 10 dropped it. Initially, it feels so good, but then when they start to think about it, wait a second, this is actually that was a disaster.
How much time do you have like during the event to think about that? Like, are you automatic? Is your brain just automatically going to do it?
It just happens right
that's
away.
That's because you're such studs at the bridge table. It's just like, all right, what's that? That's like 46. Wow, look at this. 5D actually not too surprising, even though.
I mean, it's a good save. They only have 4 top losers.
It's crazy. 2 clubs and 2 hearts, and that's it. East-West can just make a whole bunch of hearts or spades.
So playing in hearts is much better here, considering the spade layout.
Yeah,
Unless you pick it up somehow.
no hope.
Yeah, how would you?
But here also you get rid of the spades on the clubs.
Yeah, that's the win. In spades, you would really you have to get it right. You're just losing an extra spade, right? 2 spades and a diamond.
Not clear. It's actually better. Like knowing that with the 2-0, I think if you were looking at the cards, I think you would rather play in spades.
Because you're assuming the strength in the majors to your left. Yeah.
You just expect the Queen of Hearts being offside.
And the Ace of Spades on.
Yeah.
So
Bonjour, Paul. Oh, I forgot. I can say this live now, so we all remember. Paul owes me some money. Yeah, I don't take euro. Actually, no, wait. I only take euros. Or Bitcoin.
So a little unfortunate for Finn. He looks like his diamond's going to go away.
Yeah, because he gets the
A little
pitch.
bit of communication issues.
yeah, you can't quite do it now with him. Once he didn't put up the Jack of Clubs.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Although now also he's got to make a decision how to play the spades, because he knows South's distribution after cashing his King of Hearts. So he knows South is marked with a stiff spade. And which stiff is it? Probably the ace, considering 2-0 overcall.
Yeah.
Paul's second in the room, off camera a little bit. He had the very, very tough task of playing with yours truly for two days. So
Yeah, it's true. And when it goes 10 of spades, West hasn't shown a spade fit.
Right.
When it goes 10 of spades, like,
Finn better be ready to duck it. And
yeah. If you have Jack 9-7, you cover happily, and if
Here
you have
comes
Jack
the
9-6,
he overtook it. So he's going to shake the diamond and just.
yeah, and then come back to the hand and decide what to do in spades.
Yeah.
It's a big play. We'll see if they're up for it, but it definitely, it's. Not that we said we would never bid 2-0 with this hand without the ace of spades.
Smooth duck.
I don't know if the ace of spades really helps, but
Whatever,
I mean,
he didn't need the 10 anyway. It
For
didn't
what he
matter. Led to
knows,
7.
South
Yeah.
could have had ace king of diamonds and not the ace of spades.
right, of course.
So that's what this table did on 5, on board 10. Some spiciness at the other tables, folks. Let's take a peek. There it is. 5 diamonds doubled by the north, down 2. That's that great save we were talking about.
Again,
Max
starting to make it.
That's what your brother was talking about.
They're
I
having
knew
some
he had a
good boards
round.
here.
It looks like one of your, I don't know, does Jeff sit north? Otherwise, Mika also.
Yeah, and
probably
Jeff
was
Jeff is
sitting north, yeah.
Yeah, so can we click on the auction and see if he bid 2-0 Trump? as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, give me 1 second. Just pulling up that
He
score
has
update.
to. There's no way. There's no
Yeah.
way. he
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make it.
But again, he might not have done it if he wasn't having a bad game.
Correct.
On the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I
was
love that
definitely-
you called that out. And if you guys say Ola Rimstad's off camera, but his brother was in the room and he had said on, I think it was this board. Let's get to it. This one right here. He said, Mika did open 3 clubs. He said, if he was having a good game, this is probably not in the mix. And Mika copped right to that. He said, you are probably right. Which means, by the way, when he says that to you, you're 100% right, right? Brotherly stuff there. But here it is. 5 hearts, 4 spades, making 4 hearts, getting a little better on the lay of the cards on this one. You ready to see the live results, boys and girls?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here it comes. This is after 5, and now a little more than 9 is the number for the leading pair, and still having a great session, 70% so far after 5 rounds. Crossack McAllister still keeping it interesting.
30 up on board on third place though.
Yeah, both
Wow.
these
2.5
pairs,
boards.
and that's the Israeli pair in third. Mandala Bada getting better of it in this session. They were dipping a bit, but now back up to 4th. Krikorian Palawan, Mahmoud Giovanni, Wilenkin Shearson creeping up as well. Everybody's making a little bit of a move. Still, lots of time left, but what's your betting favorite, folks? Top 2 are most likely, or
I mean, it's a lot of
anything
ground
could
they got to make up for sure. But how many rounds are left?
8?
8. It's a lot of bridge.
It's a lot.
So 2.5 boards is a
But
lot.
if you're betting, obviously you're betting on the pair that's leading by 2 boards. It's
All right. So who wants to wager? Are you ready? $20.
Yeah.
I will take.
Don't do this in front of Bronia, by the way. It's against the rules to bet on ace.
man,
No offense.
Really?
It is, yeah.
Sorry.
Why?
Sorry. If it's against the rules, we can't do it. I will not break rules. I think I signed a contract. All right. Let's take you guys back real quick just to our table. We're about to probably see board 11, but we'll keep this up here and show you anyone playing hearts doing a little bit better. So DeFranco, Kuo doing quite well. Silverstein.
Tables that stopped in 4 spades. Did they not overpull 2 notes?
I would guess
would
that's
think
what
so, yeah.
happened, right? Let's take a look.
1 spade, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 spades, maybe, or
That's there you go, Gavin. There's one auction that's exactly that, and there's the same. Yep.
We see the leaders did not bid 2-no Trump.
Makes sense, right? Why mess with a good thing here? Why step out of line?
I mean,
at
I
this
think it's
point?
just clearly a losing bid.
Agreed. I think it's gross.
If you ran that on a simulation over a lot of boards against people who have an idea of how to defend against a vulnerable 2-no Trump overcall, like I think that you're gonna find it's a significantly minus EV bid. It's really just an action bid. Like you have to be. It's a swing. And at imps, obviously, it would be insanity. In imps, it would be ridiculous. But at match points, like still, it's vulnerable. There's no question. There's no doubt in my mind that it's a minus EV bid.
It's just going to be a dime and a spade, whatever, by the North player. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can find. Apologies. Let me throw that scoreboard up there real quick, and let's see if we can get to the leaders table, guys. They keep switching up our spot because, again, I think they're playing a howl this session. Is that correct, guys? I tell you what, let's watch the hot pair. There's a Rimstead in the room, so we might as well get a Rimstead at the table. So there's the Israeli pair that's in third, I believe, at this point.
Correct.
And we have Mexroth and Rimstead, who are currently in 8th and a little bit frothy after a couple of good boards. So let's see what can happen here. Diamond of spades, some sort of club bid, right? And then 2 spades.
Well, so this is a spot where it's probably good to play good, bad, 2-no, where South really would like to compete to 3 diamonds with their hand. They don't want to defend 2 spades, but they're also afraid that 3 diamonds is going to show a slightly better hand. With that said, in this spot, when South has a very good hand, they can start with a double to set the game force. But still, there's a worry when you start with double that they're going to still raise to 3 spades, and you will not have had a chance to show your diamond length. But so I definitely would have bid 3 diamonds with the South hand over 2 spades. I would not have been willing to have it get passed out in 2 spades.
So Ewan in the chat is willing to book our action through a UK subsidiary for our bridge gambling needs. If
Settled
if
in
possible.
Bitcoin too, right? So we can, no
You're
trace
not
of it.
playing in the event. What's wrong with a little action?
4 clubs. Okay.
Okay.
Well, if there went 3-0, but 3-0 was on the diamond finesse and the hearts breaking.
That's a lot.
But it was there.
Yep. We'll keep tabs. Once we start getting scores, folks, I'll throw the scoreboard up above you. Nice feature. We can kind of see what's going on at the other view graph tables. Danny, you were going to say something, I think.
I would have guessed
All
that
right.
Mech would have doubled, but maybe he was taking a shot of them not making too much.
They're gonna make this though, right?
Yeah,
Spade and
but
two
they are
hearts.
missing a game there.
They're missing 3 now.
Unfortunately. 5 clubs, 3 no trump.
Yeah, because you get to pitch your losers on diamonds. Good point. Yeah, East would be leading against.
You're
the
saying
club
5 clubs
contract.
makes it only makes on the double hook.
Yeah, I was thinking they would leave the stiff diamond, but you don't have.
It would be on lead in 5. Oh, in 5 clubs.
No,
right,
5
the other
clubs.
side,
5
yeah.
clubs.
They would lead
North
spade
would
for
be
sure.
playing 5 clubs. And again, this is the first board of the 6th round, folks. 5 rounds in. We're looking at the 3rd place pair playing East-West here against the 8th place pair, North-South, Mextroth, Rimstead. 4 clubs is the contract. 3 no's possible. But missed here. And we are live from the North American Bridge Championships in St. Louis. This is the premier pair event of this championships. It's the Platinum Pairs. Myself, Rob Barrington, here with Danny Sprung, Gavin Wolpert. Off camera to the left is Ola Rimstead. Off camera to the right is Catherine Berteau and Paul Segano. And I think Bronia is out there somewhere. So we have a full Viewgraph room, and I think it's the snacks, folks. And if it's not the snacks, it's the wine for sure.
So to make this, they do need to double hook diamonds. They're not
Not 4 clubs, right?
Well, yeah, 4 clubs. They've lost the first 3 tricks, and they have that 10 of spades that they have to deal with in the north hand.
He ducked the spade. I see. It went spade and then heart.
Well, either way,
gotcha.
he had 2 spades that he had 2 spade losers in his hand that he has to get rid of, and so he's still gonna have to. And can he even do it if they play back a heart? He has to rough it. He has to lead the queen of diamonds right away, and then draw trumps, and then eventually take another diamond finesse. If he plays a spade back, it's gonna be a little riskier because you'll have that 3rd spade. No, it's just but still, that's his only chance to make the hand.
It's funny.
Well,
Are you ready for the results at the other tables? There's
Actually-
2 scores in. They all played the same contract.
Wow.
Wow.
No one has sniffed out
Just
3-0
me.
yet.
they're all making, because one of the things I'm thinking is if he plays back a heart, his other choice would be to play for diamonds to be 3-2, and because he still has the ace of spades in the dummy, right? So if they play back a 3rd heart right now, he roughs it in the north hand, and he can play the queen of diamonds. But now he's got the choice of hooking the diamond the 2nd round, or just playing jack of diamonds, rough a diamond. Now, what you could argue though is that the defense probably should have played a spade if that was the case. Like if it was 10-30 diamonds offside and king and 1 onside. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if.
I'm thinking also after the start of this hand, you might get a full count of West, considering how the hearts were
he's
played.
He's already committed. Yeah, he just committed
Consider-
by playing club up. He's going to go down now. He can't make it, actually.
A bit shocking not to start with the Queen of Diamonds.
Oh, my goodness. Someone has just entered the room 2 of the greatest players in the world have just entered the room, folks. Sandra and Cecilia Rimstead. They did not come to see us, folks. They just came to see Catherine. They're very happy to see them. No smiles our direction at all, even though one of their brothers is in the room. Welcome to St. Louis. I would ask you to get on camera. They were down 1. 4 clubs down 1, I think. Yep, there it was. I would ask Sandra to come on camera, but we know that's not happening. Okay. All right. Great to see you. And there it is. 4 clubs down 1 at this table. 4 clubs making at 2 other tables. There's a 3-0. There's Zia and Donati there. Check it out. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 spades pass. 3 spades, double, 3-0.
Stands out to me as a pretty good normal bid. Like you have a game going hand. If partner has a spade stopper, you want him to bid 3-0. So
Sort of like the concept of what people sometimes call a thrump double, where you're just doubling where there's not a lot of space before 3-0 trump to give partner a chance to bid 3-0 trump, which is what he would have done here.
I don't think North is going to show their diamonds. I think they're just going to transfer to spades and bid 3-0.
Sorry, guys. Let me check that out of there.
Well, South might do something other than bidding,
Yeah, right.
bid other than 2 spades.
Get that out of the way there. There we are.
And then to beat this hand, East is going to need to shift to a diamond somewhat early. Not just when they get in with the ace of clubs, they're going to have to put a diamond on the table. It'll be a standout play because dummy, it'll be obvious, but they need to do it.
And now they do get 2 clubs and 2 diamonds.
Right.
And once again, folks, this is round 6 of 13. So not even halfway through the finals of this event, which is the last session of the Platinum Pairs. 3 days in this event. So this is the 6th of 6 sessions. And we will crown the 2026 Platinum Pair champions in just a short couple of hours. Stick with us, folks. We're going to bring you all the action. We'll take a short break when they do, I think after round 9, and we'll let you know when that happens. But stick with us, and we'll see who takes this down. Here comes that diamond shift if it's happening.
Oh, it's happening. You see,
Yeah.
they can see the north hand.
Can't.
And so it's completely normal to play a diamond looking at 4 little and dummy. There's no other play. There's no other safe play. Yeah.
And there it is, folks.
He's going to play low. Gives him 2 chances, Jack 10 onside or the king onside, or extra chances if West reads the 7 and thinks they need for some reason to urgently play a diamond back, then they would, but they don't. They're not going to think that. He's not going to think he needs to play diamonds right away.
That's a really good point, too. The 7 is an important card.
It looks like they're playing 2nd and 4th, so he sees the 7 and knows that there's 1 higher honor, but he knows it's not the ace because DeClaire would have put up queen from queen jack. So,
and that's how you figure stuff out, folks. Pay attention. Again, moving at a reasonable pace here, we're looking at least the only table that is no results for this board is what I'm trying to say, folks. Excuse my just complete stupidity. Paul heard that a lot this week. Well, we polled the audience, though. We got a lot of heart leads, Paul. Arena got it right. Do you know which player is leading the player of the decade rankings, which is the most platinum points in this current decade? It's someone that you probably know better than most people. It's Thomas. And I think Zach is 3rd. Does that make sense? Or 4th?
Could be.
Kevin Rosenberg is 6th, though. That's the intriguing one, especially based on recent results. He's got a good chance.
They used to have a site on the ACBL website where you could track that.
I'm sure
It seems to have disappeared.
I think they found it earlier because I think I was looking at that list somewhere. But I think it's in your master point area. And I tell you what, there we go. This board's done here. Let's see what happens.
This
the
is
other
going to be
tables.
flat across the room.
It feels very flat.
And I think we can prove that as well. And once we start taking a peek, this is the only table that's in, but we'll stick here. And let me refresh the scores and see if we have an update. And I would be surprised if we don't. And there it is. Oh, it has tightened up a little bit there. And let me show you. Bingo.
The only caveat to that being flat is that some pairs might shoot and try to get to 3 on a trump on the cards, but it turns out that goes down 1 as well. So that would, even though the contract would be different, it would still be the same score.
We'll keep sweating that scorecard over there as the results come in. But this is our leaderboard live after
It's definitely
6.
closer. Yeah. No, there's
It's
only
less
one
than
board
2.
between 1st and 3rd, or a
Yeah.
little bit more, but.
And now 4th is not too terribly behind that either. So as we said, folks, it's early, and this could change dramatically in the amount of time we have left. We're not even halfway through. We're about to hit the halfway point.
Oh, if those 2 top pairs have 1 bad round, it's going to be like 7 pairs who are all within
pass
a
them,
few match
or
points.
who can pass
Yeah,
them within a round.
One bad round is all that they need to have.
Especially if they have the bad round against one of the contending pairs. And we're
It's
sort of
quite,
counts
quite a
over.
drop. They had a 70% session. Now it's only 60.
I know.
Must have had 2 terrible boards.
And that's the interesting thing we're going to have at the end, folks. We'll probably have a good choice of tables to look at, and we will keep our mind on who's leading and who some of those best matchups are. Because kind of like 2 versus 3 could be huge, 1 versus 4, those sorts of pairs. If they haven't played yet, that gets spicy at the end.
Although we saw one of the bad boards was their 3 clubs plus 150 when the spades were making 200.
And as of right now, I don't have to put the result up there. It has been a flat result on board 12, 4 spades down 1. At all the view graph tables, folks. That's all we have as far as results are concerned. Let's take us back out to our main screen. And I like to hide my face during these portions just for the audience's sake. But myself, Rob Barrington, here with Danny Sprung, Gavin Wolpert, Ola Rimstead, off camera but on mic, and probably maybe one of the more attractive players not on the screen as well, Paul Segano, who's French and a very fine player in his own right, over here off camera and off mic, but on wine. That's key.
Can you put the leaderboard back up for a second?
Done,
We
Danny.
can talk about some of the other pairs that are in contention.
And there we go.
I think Zamir and Toledano, I know they won a 3-day national pair event. I'm not sure if it was this one or one of the other ones. Does anybody know?
I think it was the Blue Ribbons, but
Was
I
it?
could be
Yeah,
wrong.
Okay.
I think what's more notable to highlight is Oren was the Player of the Year 2025, wasn't he?
I think
No, 2020,
20, or was it 2024?
2024 maybe, because 2025
was
was
Joel.
Woolridge, yeah.
Right.
Well, and they're perennially part of the Israeli national team as well, if I'm not mistaken. I've definitely seen them in a couple of world championships, and the Israeli program is just a terrific bridge playing nation, and also they're doing a lot for youth bridge and just teaching bridge in general. So that's always fun. And we are not quite at board 13 yet, but as soon as we get spit aboard, folks, we'll get to the right table and we'll take a look at it. And right now, it's really anybody's ball game.
So one other thing to notice about that scoreboard, there's a lot of people from either currently or one time lived in New York. You see Adam Grosak's there.
Yeah, McAllister did
Krikorian
not
used to live in New York. Palawan lives in New York.
Zia lived in New York. at
Zia
some
lived in
point.
New York for a little while. Ron Gerard lives in a New York suburb.
Georgia lives in New York.
Chris
Georgia lives in
Willinkin,
New York, yeah.
Onum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jody Edmonds going down the list.
Mika has visited New York quite a bit because his sister lived there for quite a while. I know that. Adam Kaplan, New York.
Yeah.
Kent. Did you already say that?
I didn't know.
Kent
Well,
and Joel have
Joel
won
both.
this event.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, they are the defending champions, maybe? Or
No, I think
No, they won
Zia,
in Louisville.
I think
Okay.
Zia and Kevin won last year.
yes, yeah, I remember. That's part of Kevin's hot streak. By the way, another former New Yorker, Cenk, in 22. He lived in New York for a while.
Avery and Aaron Silverstein. I think it says Connecticut there now,
Yeah,
but
but
they have
that's
New York
the-
roots as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Sheldon Tan was one of my juniors.
Brian
also.
Glubach is right below
New
them too.
York,
Man,
yeah.
whatever, it's a New York field for
Yeah.
sure. By the way, that's why that's a great place, and I'm sure Toronto was pretty great to play bridge in too. Big cities, you're gonna learn from the best players that your country has to offer. I think, especially in New York, man, you could just be playing against world champions at every table, and
I would say that's less true today than it was a decade or two ago.
definitely. Well,
Yeah, I don't think that there are opportunities in Toronto. You can't play against the best players anymore. There's no.
in New York, you can, but not as much as like every day when I was there. Every day in New York was murderer's row of bridge pros at both clubs, basically. Both of the big clubs there, and that's, man, you can learn a lot of bridge and learn a lot of lessons.
And half of these people were money bridge players who you could play against whenever you wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you wanted, which was probably not when you wanted. Something you never wanted to do. Let's put it that way. All right. We're waiting for a board, folks. Let's peel this off and just prepare for it. How about that? It's going to happen somewhere. I tell you what, let's get to a table and we'll see what spits out next. We'll leave board 12 up there. Man, waiting for a less flat result than this.
Yeah.
They're probably shocked that they get one, though. This one looks super normal. And again, I think after board 18, we'll take a little bit of a break. And we will take one that time, folks. So still quite a bit of time left. And we will see board 13 in a moment.
So you were supposed to play nickel. That's who you were up against the board on the board with the draw. But I don't know if it's going to stay after they reseed it.
Who's nickel now? Is it Stevie and
Yeah,
Bobby
yeah.
Stahl?
Yeah.
That'll be a great day.
Yeah,
Their team remains about unchanged. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get one of the top 4 anyway.
Beautiful.
One of the top 4. I think the bottom teams get shuffled
Okay, Bronia's got us.
a lot, more than 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Right at the bottom too.
I think it's the bottom 8 at least.
Marty,
That's a pretty significant difference between the bottom team and the 8th bottom team.
That is very
from
true.
For the number 1 seed's perspective,
Uh-huh.
that's a pretty unfair.
Uh-huh.
so player of the decade, Marty second, not surprising. And Zach is third. So those are the top 3. Thomas, Marty, and Zach. And then I think Chip is up there as well.
Makes sense because he
Yeah.
plays a lot with Marty.
Yep.
And the reason that they are higher than their teammates, like than Versace and Cementa, who have had all the same success for them, is the pair game results. That's the swing that Marty's done very, very well in pair game results, and obviously
with
Zach,
Chip.
yeah, with not with Chip. He doesn't play with Chip in pair games.
He doesn't?
I don't think so.
I didn't know that.
Does he? I
I
mean,
didn't
I don't know
know.
for
Yeah.
sure. It's not like a thing.
You would know more
but,
than
but
me.
I
I'm
just
not-
I don't ever remember seeing him playing with Chip in pair games.
I don't
Got
think
it.
I don't
Got
think
it.
Chip wants to play all 10 days of a
Yeah,
nationals
I'm
anymore like
that way too. I
Yeah.
have no interest in playing like grinding these really hard 3-day pair games before the main event. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you and Raj played the impairs.
right, exactly.
Yeah,
Which
that's a
not-
good warm up. Good
It's
warm
great.
up.
What's great about it is, first of all, it's only 2 days and it's imps, and imp pairs is just it's so much easier to play. It's just so much less energy than what these guys are doing. On imp pairs, like half of the hands, you're just kind of like
You guys
boom,
had
boom,
a
boom,
chance too going into that last
we were in
session. You had a
business, yeah.
big
We
third
kind of
session.
started badly in our last session, but yeah, we had a huge first final. We were plus 50, and then
I would wager you did not start as badly as Paul and I did, which made it that last session was one of the more fun sessions of my life because we got to mail it in early. We had a beer like round 3 or something. I was like, okay. All right.
yeah, we could have had a beer about round 3 too. Yeah, that was when we
What was the
we
run?
knew.
We went minus 670 and then something else in 2 boards. Like, okay, that's 30, and we can call it a day. Oh yeah, we'll fix that tomorrow, Oli. This chair will get kicked out of here. Sorry about that. Oh, is that Jenny Wolpert in the room? My God, and the Wolpert, the youngest, just Ryan. Brandon doesn't want to come in.
No, he's not here. We're here for snacks.
Oh, get some snacks. No booze though for Ryan. Okay, stay away.
It's his birthday today.
Dude, you're his
Happy
dad.
birthday.
Don't wait. It's your birthday.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, dude.
10 years old today.
Wow, I didn't even know. I would have got. I tell you what. Please have some of those M&M peanuts. They're from me. Just kidding. I think Bronia bought them. I'm kidding. All right, board 13, guys. Here it is.
All right.
Diamond, a heart.
Are either of these pairs in contention?
No, but thank you for reminding me.
See if we can get a.
We don't have too
Yeah.
many. There we go.
Bottom.
There's the leaders, east-west. Okay. Thanks, Danny. All right, same hand, number 13, and there it is. Pass, 1 diamond open, 1 heart overcall. Everything looks pretty normal here. Is that going to be some sort of no trump bid or some clubs? What are we doing there?
Feels like 2. Well, I was
I
gonna say it
don't
feels
know.
like 2 clubs to me, but
I think it's a lot of tables you'll see them bid a spade transfer to no trumps
Mm-hmm.
with that north hand, which is pretty commonly played among this expert field. Queen third of hearts. You'd rather have partner be the declare. You're pretty comfortable with a heart lead coming from the. Although I mean, there are times it can matter for North to be the declarer. Like if East has honor third, king third of hearts, you might be able to protect your heart, or even king doubleton. Here it did not matter who played it.
And this is round 7, folks. We're going to play up to round 8. We're going to take probably a short 10-minute break with the players, and then we'll be back to bring you the rest. 13 rounds total to crown a champion. Leaders are sitting west and east, but their lead is slim, folks. 2 match points in total is the separation between first and second right now, and third is now creeping close to being in the mix. So lots of bridge to come.
So when I said that it didn't matter who plays it, that was just from the perspective of the Heartstopper. It really didn't matter, but it does seem like it's going to change the line of play. The fact that they were forced to win the Heart in the North hand kind of takes away their. I mean, it makes it a different hand. So Declare is going to have to decide which minor suit to attack. The club suit is more attractive in the sense that you have a chance to take all 5 club tricks in a perfect world. That's a interesting, weird play. I wonder why they did that.
He's just trying to get them to. Does he
But
know
that's
he just
gonna.
has
But
safe
that.
pitches?
I mean, he needed to lose a trick. He needed to start setting up one of his 7-card fits. Now, if the defense.
Could
I
it
mean,
be a
first of all,
VRAF
he's gonna have to make 2 discards on the 4th and 5th hearts.
Yeah. In both hands.
Wes is like, what's happening? Well, does Declare want me to cash my hearts? That's like one of the things that you think about is maybe it's bad for me to take my hearts because maybe I'm squeezing my partner. Yeah, see, he didn't even play it. Well, that made it a little bit more obvious about the situation in the clubs. Now Declares, and now East has to find a spade shift.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching board 13 of 26.
This is an annoying play from East's perspective. They're looking at this. The south hand is dummy. So in order to the optimal play now is to play a spade from King 10-8 4th, but it's pretty scary leading a low spade there from King 10-8 4th. Like if Declare has the queen, it's not going to work out well. There it is. That is a good board for the leaders.
Yep.
Now he can take a bunch of hearts.
Now he knows he's
But
not going
he's-
to create or anything, right?
Still gonna get. East is gonna have to discard. He can discard a bunch of diamonds and a
Diamonds.
club. 2 diamonds and a club will be his 3 discards.
And
Then a
that's-
spade will come back.
And Wes can use his heart spots as he cashes them out to signal that he's got something in diamonds here. Let partner know not to worry about the diamonds.
There is only one other result for this board, and it is Kolesnik and Nowak going 1 no trump down 2 with the north cards. So similar action. No success yet. Yeah, we have Ryan Wolpert sitting down in the mic chair over there. Can't see him, but we can hear something.
Nobody. There's room for him here if he wants to. You didn't want to be on camera, bud?
All
on.
right, jump on in. Paul, you want to get on mic over there? All right, we'll turn that one off for now. There's Ryan. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
10 years old.
Wait a minute. We have an update here on this play. So
Ace clubs.
East did find the spade shift, but West still didn't cash his hearts.
Because he didn't need to, did he? Declare's only got 3 more tricks. But he also didn't play a spade back, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
Mexstroth, Rimstead, 1 no trump in the north making. Jeff makes 1 no trump on this hand.
Well, yeah,
Big score.
if Declare just attacked diamonds, right, they have 7 tricks. 4 diamonds, a heart, and the ace of spades and the ace of clubs.
Yeah. And that, I can tell you, as I look at it, folks, that is what he did. He played jack of diamonds and ran it, and then he eventually took 7 tricks.
Which seems like a standout line of play. This is, I think that's
Jeff
what
Mexstroth.
what you'd see at most tables.
In fact, there it is, folks. I'll share it with you. There it is. There's the mech.
So what happened with Finn? How did Finn?
I'll show you.
He went 2 down.
There's somebody went 3 down. Wow. This is all over the place, folks. See, the auction seems very
Put
normal
up the
here.
jack of hearts to try to build
wow.
an entry. Yeah. And he didn't play diamonds. He went after clubs. That's not unreasonable to do that. I mean, that's definitely to double hook clubs like that.
Yep. All right. So there we go, folks. There's board 13. Almost everybody going down in 1 no trump to some degree. 1, 2, and 3 so far, and 1 pair making it.
That's amazing.
And that's
7
Mech and
tricks,
Rimstead.
6 tricks, 5 tricks, and 4 tricks.
This goes to what I was saying earlier about the 1 no trump being the best test of card playing skill.
Yeah. Right. Well, I got it. Who is?
Wait a second, because I will say that just if you take a hand like that, like what just happened, you think that Dan Jacob played the hand better than Finn, who took 2 club finesses?
No.
And or that Mech played the hand better than Finn? Because he
No,
attacked
we were
diamonds
just
first?
remarking
It's
on
not
like
to me. It's not a test. Like yeah, over a long period of
Right,
time.
right.
it's
That's what I'm
exactly
saying.
it.
that's
all I'm
that's
sure.
the conversation we were talking about earlier. Yeah, you weren't.
That's
here
true.
for
In
that.
any
Yeah,
given
sure.
hand, it can be different. But if you were to sit down, the premise was you sit down 4 players in a room and make them play 1 nut trump all day. The better team wins almost every time.
Is Ola still here?
Much more than any other
Yeah,
way.
agreed.
All right, let's pull the audience now that Ola's gone. Favorite Rimstead, go. Sandra.
This 1-0, 3-0 when they go 10-13 no trump, or was that what it is? I think that's what these guys play, the Dutch guys. And, it's
There it is.
it's the most annoying hand to lead from. But luckily, South had an automatic heart lead, and I have that hand, and I'm happy. I get to lead my 4th best heart and feel like I've done the normal thing. There's nothing more annoying when you're 4-4, 3-2 into these auctions, where you know that only at your table did they open this weak no trump, and every other table they've told you what minor they have, responded a major, and then bid no trump, so you have a really good sense for what to lead. But here you're leading blind. But anyway, he had a 5-card heart suit, so it was automatic for him to lead a heart. And happy, like you feel great, like, oh, thank you. I don't have to probably here, just lead it. Although not that it's working out amazing leading a
has
heart,
2
but
heart stoppers for their side, and looks like 9 tricks at least.
10 tricks at least.
he wants to duck a diamond to north just to protect the 10 of hearts, even though he's pretty confident the 10 of hearts is well placed. He would rather lose a diamond trick to north. Does he have to lose a diamond? Maybe not. Yeah, with his choice is to build a diamond trick or to take a club finesse.
Club finesse. Diamond
Yeah.
trick seems safer,
Yeah.
and then you can still take the club finesse, right?
Yeah.
If you really want to go for it.
Well, it's the same.
No one
it's the
wanted
same
to
trick.
answer the favorite Rimstead question, by the way. I was the only one.
I don't have those thoughts. I don't like rank people. Like I like
I-
you
everyone
better than
is
you,
ranked.
better than you. What?
No, I'm kidding. The beer card gets played first.
Now, favorite child, on the other hand.
Oh, wow, that's a big one. Is Brandon is not here, right? Don't let him here. Is it Danielle? I knew it.
Who do you think?
Nobody?
That's the
That's
right
the right
answer.
answer. Yeah. Someone's an adult here. All right, there is the 10 of hearts getting scored, and that's going to be trick-taking time for East-West
Well,
there.
now it's North doesn't have an entry. I mean, excuse me, South doesn't have an entry. So now he can decide whether he wants to take the club finesse or not.
Here are the results that have been shipped in so far.
Or
+2.
actually, can he end play him? Does he have still have a loser? Yeah, he could take the king queen of spades. No. No, but he does actually have a show up squeeze on South. So
Exactly,
if
yes,
the queen
yes.
of clubs was on side, it would show up for him.
He's going to run his diamonds and his black cards and club to the ace.
And he's going to take 10, correct? Or
He's gonna take 2 hard tricks, 4 spade tricks is 6, 3 diamonds is 9, and 2 clubs
no,
11.
So that's going to duplicate one result here. Someone only made 3 here. That was Krikorian and Palawan.
Well, because they stayed off the heart lead. They found the 8 of clubs
There it
because they
was.
overcalled a
Yeah.
heart. Yeah.
And that's what you're talking about. They had a little bit more of an auction here.
Yeah, sometimes when
To
you
make a
overcall a
lead
suit
with.
and your partner doesn't raise it, you know, all right, that was my best suit, but partner's not helping me there. I'll just stay off that lead now.
Yeah, you just know with this hand, you just know it's all basically unless your queen of diamonds is a slow entry, you're never going to enjoy the heart suit if partner couldn't raise.
And ace empty fifth or ace nine fifth is a somewhat dangerous holding the lead from as well.
Mm-hmm. And as you can see, we're looking live at board 14. We will probably, as a result of how close we are to finishing, get a little score update in a moment.
So
and
what
see
what I was saying about the show up squeeze, you can watch here what happens to South is South had to throw a club. They needed to keep their heart at some, like they can throw the 7 of hearts hero. They pitched 2 clubs, but they had to keep at least 1 heart honor to beat the 4 of hearts. So if South had the queen of clubs, they would have had to pitch down to a doubleton, so that on the way up to the king, they would have seen the queen pop up.
Yeah. Which, by the way, after you execute a show up squeeze, usually a poor opponent who is kind of a jerk will tell you, "Oh, you could have finessed anyways." They don't really understand the beauty of the show up.
Where a show up squeeze is actually better is when you are able to show up squeeze on your left hand opponent, and then your right hand opponent has queen doubleton, and so you figure out that you're pitching, your left hand opponent has to pitch, and then you get to drop an honor doubleton on the offside is when it's like, I think that's still called a show up squeeze, but sort of like where that West can't have the queen anymore, so.
And there's a look at the leaderboard, which is still after round 6, folks. So we will circle back to that when they update. But I tell you what, let's see if we can see someone else finishing off board 14 here. In fact, there's only one other table playing it. Maybe that's why we don't have a score update yet.
Did you find out who you're playing?
Here we go.
Are they up? No.
We don't care, Ryan. That's gonna. By the way, this young gentleman here is going to be my partner for my first Vanderbilt. We playing nickel? Who we got?
We're playing nickel.
You were playing nickel, but
yeah, because Jeff Mextra got 0 seeding points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely wrong.
Only having 100,000 master points and I don't know how many world championships / national titles. I would say that's more than 0 seeding
that
points.
means you had more seeding points than Jeff Mextra.
Wait, 10 years old. How many master points are you looking at now? No clue. That's
you have
that's
an
the
idea.
best.
Give a rough estimate.
200?
You have 200 master points?
What?
Come on.
Wow.
That's amazing. If you
Wow.
All right, folks, it's weird. Not sure why we don't have results after this. Possibly we're waiting for this table specifically to finish, and they will spit us out after 7 results. Maybe that's what's going on. They want to know your ACBL number in the chat so they can look it up. They're going to keep track of you, buddy.
Never give out your personal information on the
Never.
internet. That is like
The ACBL will never ask you for your password when they.
That's easy to find, though.
Your sister's calling.
Yeah. You can
go
you can
pick
look
it up
up
and
his
talk
name
to
and find. You can find anybody's master point total, except mine.
What's your master point total, sir?
25 hundo, something like that, maybe less. I don't play a lot of bridge, as Paul will attest to. Trust me.
Also, you don't play well.
All right, there we go. 3 players, 11 tricks, 110, 19 of the players we've seen. Still no update of the results for us, folks. Is it possible? Are they taking a break after round 7? Possibly that could be
No.
what's happening.
No.
Always after round 8.
5, 4, and 9.
All right, then we know.
Definitely not taking a break. We're just slow for.
8 and 18. 8 and 18.
That is board 4 rounds and 18 boards. Yeah, 4 rounds and 9 rounds are boards 8 and 18. That makes sense. But maybe a slowdown in reporting. Hopefully nothing more complicated than that. But we do not have our results for round 7. But that doesn't mean we can't share what they were after round 6. So this will be updated. We saw the leading pair get one good result, at least there, right? We saw they made 11 tricks and 3 no, and the first board wasn't bad for them either, I don't believe. In fact,
No, I think the first board was it good for them?
Yeah, that was
No,
the board.
it was headed to be good, but they only got 1 down, and I actually didn't see the end of the hand.
let's
in one
go
no.
back to it.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Why not?
they did go down. Yeah, so this was not great for them. Sorry, I went. To
Yeah,
the
it was
spot
feeling
there.
like it was great for them. Like as we were
They were
watching,
trending toward goodness, and then we realized they did go down 1 there.
Can we
So yeah,
go back and see the rest of that
what-
play again?
because
Yeah, let's go.
We saw the heart lead to the queen, and then the heart back. They
And then we saw the
shifted to
club,
the 8 of clubs,
and then the
they
spade
won
looked like it was going to
spade
be
the queen,
killer,
and then they played a
but
club. So what happened from here? He played a diamond, and
no, he cashed
like,
hearts.
he didn't take it. That's it? He only got
What?
Well, they had 4 tricks, and now he took 3 heart tricks, right?
Okay,
That
so
one?
they never got the club because
Oh,
it was
right.
isolated.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
wow.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, the club back, that second club back was a losing play. It ended up being a losing play. It seems
Sure,
like
yeah.
he could have cashed a heart and tried to figure out what was going on. Like, because all he needed was one discard from his partner. If his partner just threw away a club, then he would know that it's right to play a spade and not a club. That's what he had to do, is he had to play a spade to get more down. In fact, I think maybe he had to play.
Maybe he wasn't able to read his partner 6 of spades when he came through, and that led to the problem.
6 looked high.
Yeah.
We saw the lovely boards you had warned us about. Those were that we did see that, but we haven't seen round 7 come in yet, unfortunately for us. So we have nothing good here.
We have seen.
Was that the
No, we've seen we just we were waiting for a score update, and we are waiting longer than usual. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe our ACBL crack staff can take a look and see if we're
your face says it all. The waiting. Yeah. Okay, that's
First session, I understand, because we were still pair. They're sending their
uh-huh.
yeah.
No, we've got you now against Greco and Hampson. This is what you just played?
That's the round you just finished.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So we're catching up to the-
so that's why we're waiting. Okay, yeah, you haven't started round 7 yet, basically.
It is a break round.
What
you're
what
right.
was break round? 9.
9, yeah.
8. Okay.
Okay, so very good. Thank you. Now we know. All right, so there we go. Okay. So
Now it makes
let's see if we get a round 7 update. And I think we can't bring that now yet. Actually, it's not even here. But let's watch board 15. It's weird. They haven't updated the scores. Maybe there's some score correction going on, but we have a live board 15 here. Maxroth, Rimstead, North and South, Hampson, Greco.
Precision club, a diamond, negative, but that's a very good negative hand.
a
Spade,
maximum.
which showed at least 4 spades, typically 5 or more, unless it's like this kind of hand with 4 spades and a longer minor. 3 hearts by East, probably showed 6 hearts and 3 spades. Yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
And like 6 highs, or yeah, so that really got East's hand across.
It's
So
funny.
what's
We
this
have Mike
decision that
Rimstead's
West?
in the room with us here, nodding along. So
So
he's
West has an
seen this
interesting
board already.
decision. So he's got a 16 count opposite 6 to 7 points. He knows his partner has 6 hearts and 3 spades. So what are his choices? He either has to settle in a 4-3 spade fit or play a 6-1 heart fit.
None of his choices look good.
Neither one looks amazing, but he's definitely going to it's either pass or bid 3 spades. So he's passed 3 hearts.
This is an awkward auction for precision players to start with when you have to rebid the 4-card suit.
Yeah, because, well, it's standard it would go a diamond, a heart, a spade, 2 hearts.
Yep.
And then West would have to decide whether they want to bid again with their 16 count. Oh, it's not an amazing, that's not a quick decision. At match points, you would probably go low, but at imps, you'd be pretty uncomfortable with 16 highs, passing 2 hearts.
Well, you do have a misfit with your partner's main suit here.
Yeah.
So.
That's why at match points, you would definitely go low. It just, okay.
So we'll take a break after this round, folks. I'm just going to text one of our crack staff, see if they can tell us what's going on with the score updates.
Club through the ace, so they have to lose a club and 3 hearts for starters. And
That looks like it's about it.
can the defense do anything to untangle all these trump winners they have to get a third? I don't.
They have to, well, if you let if they duck this,
Yeah.
then they can shift to a spade, pop with the ace of hearts, and play a spade. No, because South can only get in with the king of hearts, so
Right.
they can only get a ruff with the queen. So yeah, so there's no real way to go down. What about the other way? No, the heart spots are just good enough with the 8 and the 9.
Mm-hmm.
If the 7 was with South, they may have had a chance if they played by playing diamonds as opposed to spades. Right.
Yeah, just going to crack open the heart suit.
Yeah, he can see that his big danger is losing that 4th heart trick. So
He likes his partner's 9, and he likes North 7 even better. Now he knows his hearts are all solid, missing the ace queen.
So we do finally have a score update after this board.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to bring that to you folks. Then we're going to see board 16. Then we will take, I think, about a 10-minute break. We'll take it with the players this time. And then we'll be back and bring you the home stretch, folks. And I got to tell you, it's at least a 3-horse race now.
Rob, you can go ahead and put the scores up because this is a
It's
boring
gonna be
board at this
nothing?
point.
Oh, good. I've been waiting.
I don't think there's much to this.
Let's dance, folks.
All right, let's go.
Looky. So the Israeli
tie.
pair creeps into the 3-horse race.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, the 4th place pair with one good round or two or 3 bad rounds from the other players. I mean, this is
There's people close there.
some big pairs here.
It's not so.
So the 1st place pair just a fraction over the 2nd place, and then about 4.5 down to 3rd. It's anybody's ball game here, and we are now officially more than halfway through. We're into round 8 now, so we have just a little bit of bridge left, and it's tightening just at the right time for us, folks. It's going to be super exciting. Let's bring us back to this table. Let's finish this board. And whoops, don't do that, Rob. It's a misclick, Gavin. It's happening.
Misclick. Undo.
Making
sure.
yards.
In fact, I tell you what, let me throw those scores up there again, and I will give you another table. In fact, let's find out if we can find our leaders over there somewhere, or our 2nd place team. In fact, we haven't seen these guys yet. Let's look at Bada.
Oh, we
And
saw a
Madala.
variation. We saw a variation on the auction that you were suggesting, Gavin,
Yeah.
and it
Diamond
went
Heart.
slightly different at the
Well,
end.
West decided to invite. So clearly, East to Diamond bid. While there's no alert on the thing, it's hard to believe that she would have gone preference back to Diamonds with a Doubleton with a 6-card heart suit. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine 2 Diamonds was a transfer to Hearts,
Mm-hmm.
and West decided to invite, knowing that 2 Diamonds was anywhere from 5 to 10 points, and he decided, all right, I'm going to bid 2 no. So how is that going to work out for him? With the Diamonds breaking badly, he can't set up the Hearts. So there's no way to paint 140 on this board. This is not going to be a good board for East West.
There's no way to paint one.
I mean, to beat 140. I mean, to beat 140. Yeah, to paint a better score than 140 is what I was thinking. Yeah,
I was just making
yeah,
fun of you
yeah.
a little bit just because I like to do that.
On brand.
That's what I like to do.
There's the result that's in there for Zhu and Shang there. 2 hearts making that 140 there for that score we were just referencing. And Madala, I got to say, for the World Championships, one of the most impressive runs as far as just, I think he played every board in his round robin, and Argentina came this close to qualifying for the round robin.
Wow.
Or for the knockout, excuse me. I think he played with every player on his team, and he played every board or something like that.
Interesting. Lean and Kaplan held 2 hearts to making just 2.
Sure.
Let's see how that happened.
That's very good for them there.
Yeah, it's a great result.
Club lead. They hopped ace. Heart ace, queen of clubs. And we're looking on the right, folks. This is the lean Kaplan pair north-south. It looks like they scored a heart trick over there. with
They
the
got a
north.
spade rough. Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
well.
Because he pitched a club from the table. He pitched his safe way back to his hand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Ouch. And that's match points, folks.
Yeah, so painful and so.
One trick yesterday in the impairs, nothing. This is nothing. But match points, you're
So painful.
Kind of just a habit, a good habit to keep the club there. Like just realizing that you're never going to set up your diamonds. You're never going to. There's just no purpose to keeping a diamond, whether you know why you're keeping it for later in the hand or not. There's just you kind of. I try to teach my students habits like that, where if knowing exactly your plan for the rest of the hand is not always the easiest thing to figure out. But there are certain things that you can do, like to keep your spot cards, to keep entries in both hands, and little tricks that can kind of save you from spots like that. That was the spot where he could have just thrown a diamond and not thought about it much.
take a look at one
Carmichael
spade.
and Jacob had an interesting auction.
Yeah, they
where
floated one
Carmichael
spade
chose
with
not
these
to
guys.
rebid 2 hearts. I'm assuming that they might be playing a style where 1 diamond is unbalanced, so that 1 spade bid suggests sort of like 4-1-5-3 kind of shape.
Or the one spade bid's unbalanced.
Yeah. And Carmichael just guessed that one spade might play better than two hearts, and unfortunately, he was not right on this occasion.
All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a difference, and we're watching fourth place play right here. This is the East-West pair.
Yeah, they're going to
gonna
drop back
zero,
on this one.
Yep. And that's bad for them, maybe good for some of the pairs that are very close behind them as well. So, again, 3-horse race for sure, but lots of other players in the mix with a couple big rounds. Anything can happen, folks. And
Yeah,
there
if
it
you-
is. Whoosh, 2-0 Trump.
If you
down
look from
two.
fourth
Brutal.
to about ninth or so, that's all within one board as well. So there's a lot of
Yep.
lot of pairs can still do well here.
And here we go. Bada and Madala need a good result here to kind of just chop action this round. They are definitely getting brutalized on that 2-0 Trump at the top there. Let's clear off those scores and get to the action here alone.
So North opens a diamond. East overcalls
One heart.
Yeah.
South
Unless
makes
they
a
wanna
limit
get spicy.
raise of some sort in diamonds. North has heart stop, so they might bid 2-0. That seems like what I would bid if it goes like a diamond, a heart, 2 hearts, like in standard.
Yep.
North has a pretty normal 2-0 bid. And then South can, at imps, you'd probably just retreat to 3 diamonds and see what partner wants to do. At match points, passing 2-0 is reasonable.
Well, let me tell you that
Feel
the
bidding
north-south
3-0
pair,
is reasonable.
north-south pair is not in the mix, I don't believe, at this point.
There's a chance they get the diamonds. So looking at the north-south cards and where they're going to end, they're going to end probably in no trump, and it looks like they have 9 winners between 3 hearts, 5 diamonds, and the ace of clubs. But when East overcalls a heart and then leads the king of clubs against 3-0 trump, if it's played from the north side, you already know that East has 5 hearts and some number of clubs. Probably the king of clubs is going to get a count card from the other side, so you might even learn that they're 5-4. And at that point, you very easily could get the diamonds wrong, playing a diamond to the king and finessing into that queen doubleton.
Against that, though, if they were 3-5-1-4 with very poor hearts, they might have just doubled one diamond, too.
I mean, I would never do that, so I don't know. That to me, that idea would just like be something that just could not
You wouldn't even
happen.
think of that?
There's no 5-card heart suit that there's no hand that I'm 3-5-1-4 that I would make a takeout double. This is like no chance. But maybe
Tell
is
us
a
why.
so
Tell us why.
okay. It's because once you make a takeout double, you can no longer find a 5-3 heart fit. You're writing off a 5-3 heart fit. So you're not even supposed to make takeout doubles when you're 4-5 in the majors, because when you overcall a heart, you can still recover a 4-4 spade fit. But when you make a takeout double, you cannot find a 5-3 fit anymore. And so because when you make a takeout double and your partner bids something, then if you then bid hearts, you're going to be showing a strong hand. So the only time you can make a takeout double with a 5-card major is when you have 17-ish high card points, enough to bid.
Too
hearts
strong
on your
to
next
too strong to
turn.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here is a nice, tasty collection of 3 different results on the same board. 2 diamonds making 2 over tricks for 130, 3 diamonds making just 9, and 2-0 trump making on the nose in the south player's chair.
So 2-0 trump making on the nose implies they got the diamonds wrong, right?
3 clubs, 2 spades, and a diamond. That would be down 1.
They let a heart, though.
Oh, they let a heart.
And
They had a heart and
they
were
were
120.
They did get the diamonds wrong. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense that they got the diamond wrong. Who was it? Who was it? Was it
It
somebody?
was Zia, and so it was Zia playing, it looks like.
Zia, 2-0 by South, and he got it wrong. Yeah.
Yep.
The overcall really makes it, I mean, it really swings the odds, the 9-card fit, that it's not going to be 2-2. So
What do you think, guys? You guys like having the scores up here?
Yeah.
Yes,
That-
I really like it.
I'm asking the
like
chat,
when
too.
you
I like
show
it.
us-
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
Oh, no, I'm asking everybody, but I was just saying I'm asking the chat, too, to let us know if
Yeah,
you like
and
it.
I like when you show that what people have done. That's really kind of so you can see what everyone's doing. at
Yeah,
the
it's
same time.
nice. And we can get a good look at it. Oh, Marchant's coming in. Oh, I don't even have that on. That's why. Marchant, was this a technical
Whoop,
thing, or
whoop,
are we good? Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. I didn't know if we were having an issue. When I see our tech guru, I always freak out for a moment and think something's bad. All right, there we go, folks.
You can't duck too many of these because that'll open up the door for spade, spade, spade. But one duck was fine. The second duck will not. In fact, even just ducking a second one, because he has 9 winners. If they suddenly go, okay, ace of spades, king of spades, queen of spades, then you don't have 9 tricks anymore. So he definitely won. That's why he won it. So now, if he got a pot, if they're playing east-west, they're playing upside down count under that king, then he probably knows that clubs are 4-4, and so I think we'll see king of diamonds, jack of diamonds spun. At least I think that's the right play.
Sorry, guys.
Oops. Bring us back.
My bad.
The moment of truth
My
is
bad,
right
my
here.
bad, my bad.
It's like the guy pulling the plug on the landing lights in Airplane right as the plane is about to land.
Oh, man, we were talking about Airplane the other night.
Such a great movie.
Yeah.
So, to king or not to king?
Ryan, you may never see Airplane and know how funny it is because it's an old person's movie.
You know, it's the old movies that we like.
2-0 down 1.
Whoa.
2-0 down
Yeah.
1 there.
Yeah.
There
2-0
we
down
go.
1. That's what would happen on the king of clubs lead. You would definitely get the diamond. If you get the diamond wrong, that's 1 diamond, 3 clubs, and 2 spades for the defense. So you're gonna go down.
There, he's going to
Yeah,
get
he's
the diamonds
doing
wrong
it
too.
too, yeah.
There it is. Not surprising that you get it wrong on this sort of auction,
Yeah,
as we were
and
talking
I
about.
Think that we've seen every declarer has gotten it wrong.
Yep, including the one that made Tuno Trump.
Which is just a statement. Like, so you see, like how field protection. This is why
why it's the
this
best
event
field.
is so special. Is that you get? I mean, that with that said, obviously these results are a little bit all over the place, but everybody's doing the same thing. So when you have a room full of experts, they all reason through the hands the same way. So these kinds of guesses, they don't have as much variance as they would in a regular match point room. If you were an expert and you played this hand this way, the room is playing ace king of diamonds. They were taught 8 ever, 9 never, and they don't think beyond that.
Yeah.
But when you're in a room full of experts,
You take an expert level decision.
yeah, they will all think that way.
Well, that brings up, not to bring up a sore point, but that was the way we caught a lot of cheaters. Was just kind of looking at those very, very odd plays that they make and their level of just difference from the expert line and their level of success with those plays. So that was real big for them.
Can we see Jeff and Mika's auction to get the 3 diamonds?
Sure. Let's take a look, and then I'll share the
I
results
can only
after
imagine it
round
was
8.
the same, but he
just bid 3 diamonds.
Wow, he didn't bid 2-0 with ace
Wow,
king 9 of
interesting.
hearts. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, the problem with not bidding 2-0 with that hand is that your partner, even when they have a good hand like a 13 count or something, I often like abort ship in that spot when I've showed a limit raise for my partner. They don't give me a 2-0 bid on the way to 3 diamonds, and then I've got like a 13 count where, okay, if partner doesn't have a heart stopper, then 3-0 trump is out of the picture. So now it's just a matter of 3 diamonds or 5 diamonds. And when you have a balanced 13 count and partners bid 3 diamonds, you just think that it's that you have no chance at 5. You have no chance at 5 diamonds. You just pass in 3 diamonds. So that's why I think it's critical that you do show your heart stopper in that spot. I think it's really, really important, and I'm surprised that Mech didn't do it.
Here we go, boys and girls.
Another update.
There's the update, and we have a new second place team, the Israeli pair.
Wow, they're charging.
Really charging here. Only point. And in third is still Grossack McAllister right there. Still very close. And then, what is that, a full board down to fourth, right, with the Italian pair?
That the Italian pair is having the best session so far of the succession, but they started too far behind.
And honestly, in the platinum pairs, 55% is an excellent score.
Yeah.
I mean, in a field like this. So if you're above that in any way, you're having an excellent session, and you are, especially those top 3 pairs, are in real good form for.
You'll see that most
victory.
people revert. Nobody's going to maintain a 63% game in the third day.
Yeah, we have 5 more rounds.
Yeah,
This
it's not going to
tends to
happen.
normalize.
I mean,
exactly.
it might, but usually you'll see everybody drip down to.
Well, and if it does, it's well deserved, right? I mean, that's an exceptional score, but it's just unlikely. You're like you're saying, that fourth place pair is very unlikely to maintain that clip here with the pairs we have in this field. So
We're on break.
Tell you what, let's take a break. In fact, I will turn off our little sound. You might see us for a moment, but we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. As soon as they start the bridge, we'll bring it right back to you. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. No sound now, I don't think.
We're clear.
Oh, no, you double.
Actually, we do have sound.
That's right. It's past
Check,
that. Past that thing. Just go
Yeah.
right in front of the door.
Okay, folks, we are back, and we have some action for you. Let's get that to you right now, and we'll look backwards if we can. Let me get those scores out of the way. Board 18 is just finishing up, which means round 9 is just finishing up. We came back, and they were already deep into action here, and we're finishing up with a 4-spade contract on board 18 here. And let me flash up the other results, a couple of them in here right now.
Let's see what happens on this board. So
Here's
yeah, so
what's
it's normal
happened.
for South to open a club, a diamond overcall, a spade from North. 3 clubs was a mixed raise in diamonds,
Looks like it.
4 card support and 7 to 10. South with 4 card spade support competed to 3 spades, but actually I will say that South had 2 choices, right? This is another spot where South could directly bid 3 spades, or they could pass, let the inevitable 3 diamond bid come, and have it come pass, and they can bid 3 spades. So this 3 spade bid should South has, although South does have a nice distribution in the singleton diamond, or at least it shows better than a minimum. Let's put it that way.
These you'll notice north south are called for 6 spades on these hands. I've
Oh,
always
getting there.
theorized that one of the hardest slams to bid is when you have exactly 2 running 5 card suits, an ace, and like a roughing value outside. This is exactly the layout where you have all you have 12 tricks.
The Queen of Clubs was a mystery.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody tried.
Somebody
Oh,
did-
no, they didn't.
No,
they
they
just got
got
pushed. They got pushed.
Yeah.
Okay.
These slams are very, very hard to bid.
Yeah, very interesting
Unless
stuff.
you get-
Honestly, wait. Well, in that hand, North could have kicked it in. Look at the bidding. Go.
You're talking about where
Joel's
they were in
table,
5
yeah.
spades here.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they went 2 spades when a
Club 2 diamonds.
club
is-
2 diamonds, natural 2 spades, 5 diamonds, and South competed to 5. Look at the North hand; it's a little bit too high.
Yeah, I
on
can't
your-
get the ace king 9 fifth of spades up there. I will fix that when we do this the next time.
Like your partner competed to 5 over 5. Like partner's got a stiff
There you
diamond.
go.
You know what do you really need from partner to make 6 spades? You need partner. Partner's got long clubs. They've got a good 4 card spade fit. To me, I actually think that this was on the low end of what partner could have for a 5 spade bid. So I think North actually could have found a 6 spade bid over in that auction.
Let's look backwards. We missed the action on 17, and this was a little different. Actually, you had difference of contracts, 4 hearts in the North and a couple of results there. Only a couple part scores on the bottom, 2 hearts and 1 no, and then 3 no right smack dab in the middle.
How
Which
did
do you
that
like
happen?
there?
North has an annoying hand. I actually might open that North hand 1 no. It's because opening a club and rebidding 2 clubs
And that's
is
what
not
happened here.
is not what I would do. Z open 1 no.
This
Can
was
you
max
just
draw.
that screen down
I
a little
can't
bit?
yet, but
Okay.
yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. Because we lose the spade suit on that.
Well, yeah, and we get it back here, but yeah, Polly, it's the screen is not. It's
There's no really good way to bid that North hand if you don't open 1 no is the problem. If you open 1 club and your partner bids a major,
Yeah.
you can't really raise them with 3 card support. You don't have a good enough hand to jump rebidding clubs with Jack 10 6 is like you're going to end up playing in 3 clubs instead of 1 no.
Another 1 no trump opener here.
At match points is not going to work out well. So do most people open 1 no? Yeah.
3 out of 3 so far, Gavin.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 out of
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Did they didn't flow one? No, that did. Wow, wow, that's
That's
interesting.
well, Campbell's in there swinging because
Yeah, gotcha. He's going low for hopes of some
just,
sort of
you know.
variance.
Well, and then South was 1 no 2 diamonds, and then did they super accept it? Is that how the people got to game? Because I probably wouldn't invite the South hand at match points with an 8 count non-vol.
This was an invite.
They did invite.
looks like. And
I
I
would
think
not
the
do that.
other
I
was
think
an
I would
invi-
just pass out 2 hearts with the South hand.
Yeah, especially if you play a style where you can pre-accept with 4 card support. You're aiming at 20.
Yeah, the target's small. Exactly. You have a lot of upside in just playing 2 hearts and
Yeah, in fact, everybody invited there too. That's interesting.
Everybody,
as well.
only
in,
the two-
in the chat.
2 pairs. 2 pairs.
The pairs we saw, they got to 4 hearts exactly.
Yeah, the 2 pairs that got there invited.
Yeah,
Cat
and Ewan
control
was
is
surprised
surprised.
as well.
That's how you get to 4 hearts. Although North may have super accepted. That's the other thing. Is
Right,
North
that's what I was
They
clarifying.
could look at their hand and be like, well, but the King of Diamonds, it's like duplicating values. Yes, you have a singleton diamond, but you only have it's the king.
Tell you what, now that we've seen the action on this board
Yeah, I
and the
was gonna
first
say,
board,
what's the scores?
this is still after 8, folks. I will refresh as you guys
Oh, we
can
need
see
more.
this here, and once
Probably
you see
wants
that
more.
thing refresh,
Still.
we will get after 9, or
Should be
once we
soon.
see a board get spit out, we will get it done. But yeah, most of these players have finished board round 9 at least, so we will see what's happening. And again, this is a very close top of the leaderboard. Top 2 for sure, top 3 definitely, and then still enough time left for some of these pairs that are in shooting distance. And like we talked about, like that 63.4 with the Italian pair, that's a tough score to stay at that level, even the 61 with the Israeli pair.
I wonder what the reasoning is for them to have the break around early. Like
I think it's just because they played around less in this.
breaks. Yeah, I'm saying, but breaks in 13-round games are 4 and after round 4 and after round 9 always universally. So
What?
it's there must be some reason. I was thinking
have a
maybe
theory. I have a
because
theory.
of the live scores they want.
Yeah, not only the live scores, but I think some of the other events started earlier and then are going to end earlier. So they maybe didn't want them to have a break while everybody was done with all the other national events that they were playing.
Okay.
That's the best I can come up with. It's sort of random between 8 and 9 anyway. It's not like it's a big difference either way.
Okay, we have more. We have boards before we have scores. So I'm going to peel this off, and we're going to get our first look at board 19, folks. We're with Lean and Kaplan, and I tell you what, why don't we see if we can find the Israelis or somebody else near the top. I don't think we have them, guys. Okay, let's stick with this table. In fact, yeah, let's stick right here.
Z is always makes for good theater anyway.
Absolutely. Would you, there's no way to really measure this, but I would guess he has got to be one of the most successful / best money bridge players in history.
Money, I don't know, but definitely match points. Yeah. I don't know. He's probably one of the most successful money bridge players.
I've heard stories of like some more epic stories of money bridge like decisions than
not
even
only
like
that, but he's so famous that he's in a position where like a lot of, I'm sure, really rich people are happy to play him for money and knowing they're going to lose to him because he's entertaining, and to have the story that you sat and played money bridge with Zia, it goes a long way. So I'm sure that yes, he has been successful for that reason too. Just the willingness of people to just be at his table.
I would lose a lot of money to him just to hang out with him for a minute and maybe have a shot to play with him.
So you see South open this 11 count, and you're watching at home and thinking like, how could he open that 11 count? Why would he open it? It's there's nothing special about it. But when you're in first chair and you're non-vulnerable in this field, in this type of a field in general, opening has such a big incentive. Getting in there first and maybe making it more difficult for the opponents to compete with you. They are vulnerable, so it's going to be harder for them to compete for the part score. There's a big incentive to start the auction early. And so while that hand isn't really an opening bid at teams, you kind of have to open it at match points when you're non-vol in first
Those
chair.
intermediate cards are amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they probably play a style where a partner knows that a balanced 11 is certainly within range. So
They won't
But
punish him for
even
this.
if you don't, when you're playing match points and you're in first seat non-vulnerable, you have to give your partner that leeway. It's a spot where you
This
just
is
must
just
open lighter.
asking.
And
yeah,
minimum with 4 hearts and
some
you'll be able to play
sort
4
of
hearts.
so-called spiral.
Yep. Very common on these sorts of auctions. Minor, major, raise of major. Tuno Trump is just asking about the quality and number of cards. Sometimes could be 3. And there we have 4 hearts. And still haven't had a round update.
We need a refresh.
Yeah, we're still refreshing and not being delivered. I'm guessing
East has a
there's
not
some-
particularly attractive hand to lead from.
well,
by the
so
way.
they're definitely going to pick a black suit, right? When this auction, you know that there's a diamond threat of where losers might go away. It's a question of, do you want to lead your doubleton spade or do you want to lead a 5-card club suit? With a king of hearts as a potential entry, that is an argument for leading a spade to try to build a spade ruff. On the other side of it, the fact that you have only 3 diamonds means that there is urgency to get your tricks set up quickly because there's a good chance dummies diamonds are going to be used to make discards. And so for that would make you inclined to lead from your honor.
There's the spade. 1 second, guys. I have an update for you.
All right,
Breaking
let's go.
news here.
Oh,
We
into
have a
the
new leader.
lead.
And
Okay.
63. Now they are creeping up with their percentage. There's the Israeli pair. Clear first now. 5 and change, essentially, ahead of the leaders throughout today.
But
that are now
less
second.
less than a board separating first and third. 13.
Yep.
It's a
13's
13
the
top
top.
on the board.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's shouting distance there, and then only 21. So a board and a half to fourth, where we see Madala and Bada, who also have Zia and
Creeping
and
up
Donati.
there. Yeah,
Wow.
creeping up there.
Yeah. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 rounds to go,
8
folks.
boards.
8 boards for glory. Let's do this, folks. 10 of spades still on the table here. They have not made a play yet. We will keep an eye on these scores. We'll also keep an eye on the spicy tables for next round. This looks like one of the better tables we can be watching here.
Feels like there might be a fair bit of variation in the play here with spade and with heart and club guesses for Declare at some point.
Yeah, which hand should Declare be trying to set up? It seems easier to set up the south hand, or at least that's where the good hearts are, the queen 10 of hearts. So taking roughs in the south hand is going to be a little bit more uncomfortable than taking roughs in the north hand. But the opponents have started attacking spades, which means that they might be able to force you in the south hand. Wes surely should not play the king of spades in this trick. I'm not sure what he's thinking about here. He has a pretty clear, he knows his partner's led from 10 doubleton, unless for partner's led the 10 from ace. He doesn't think he's underled the ace of spades. So he's going to play low. He's going to win the jack. And now he's got to decide, does he want to start roughing diamonds? We might see him just lead a low heart out of his hand at trick 2, because this is the kind of hand where you really want to get 2 rounds of trumps drawn without the risk of a 3rd round of trump being drawn. So I think that's what we will see. He's going to win the jack of spades and lead a small heart towards the queen 10. And then it's going to go quick low from east, and he's going to have to decide what to play, the queen or the 10. It's a little more convenient to play the queen. If he plays the queen, then he might really be able to take a lot of tricks in this end. In fact, he may be able to completely avoid the club guess by if he plays the queen of hearts, because he'll be able to play the queen of hearts, the ace of hearts, and then he can just rough all of the spades and all of the diamonds, and then be left with his last 3 cards being 3 clubs opposite 3 clubs. And if the opponents haven't over-roughed by that point, then you just have the ace king of clubs, and they're going to get their trump on the last trick.
Amazing.
So I think that it's more convenient to play heart to the queen, so that's what he should do. There's no real reason one way or the other to play a heart to the 10 or a heart to the queen. So, except maybe they would pop king. They might pop king with king and a heart, and they wouldn't play the jack from jack and a heart. So there's that going for why low to the 10 may be slightly percentage. But usually in these two-way guess things, if one of the ways of guessing makes the hand super easy, it's like my experience, that's the way that you should go.
And what we're watching here is Owen Lean, spelled incorrectly up there on the top there. Adam Kaplan, north and south. Mahmoud and Donati, west and east. This is the finals of the Platinum Pairs. There are 4 rounds left, folks, and it's tight at the top, folks. No results on this board just yet. Oh, wait, we do have one. It is 4 hearts making 11 tricks.
So 12 tricks are possible on this hand.
Mm-hmm. This was Mexstroth and Rimstead making
12
11.
tricks is guessing the heart.
10 tricks for Newman Dahl. So 10 of spade lead there versus the 2 of club lead for those differing results.
That's interesting, because I don't see how you could only make 4. To me, you're either going to lose 1 heart. To make 4, you have to lose 2 hearts and a club. And it seems impossible to do that. Because even if you get the hearts wrong, you're still going to do what I said about roughing all of your stuff. You're going to rough all the diamonds and rough all the spades, and they're going to lead a club.
You ready? Spade.
Or maybe, East can throw a diamond. No,
Can East rough in on the 3rd spade when they still have if you haven't played the... No, because you've played the ace king of diamonds and a diamond rough first, yeah.
He didn't do it, but he still didn't get it right, so... No, he just didn't. Yeah, he didn't rough his diamonds.
I see.
He just guessed his clubs.
And he got the clubs wrong on what. I think that was just not his best hand.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing about this event. If you're in day 3 of the Platinum Pairs, you're a damn fine bridge player, folks. There are no scrubs in this event for sure.
I think we have an operator.
I think so. Here. I think Zia's table is broken.
No way he hasn't played on this trick. So maybe we should.
Well, I tell you what.
If you refresh, maybe it'll come back.
Let's go to a different table and see what's doing on 20. Wow, that's a lot of auction for 3-0 right there.
I just want to see somebody declare that board the way that I was talking about.
Okay.
There's somebody that's still declaring.
Well, nobody that's close enough. Like, this is 9th
Zia's trick. On trick 2 now, right? So at least.
Then you made a play then? Let's see. Yeah, but this is the play we saw that's wrong.
He played the king.
Oh, he played the king. Ooh.
I think wasn't the queen play from dummy though?
No.
Maybe? No?
Oh,
Or
maybe.
maybe it was. Maybe that's why we have. So he went heart to the 10.
Heart to
also.
the 10. Now heart back. But if it really went spade to the king, then the hand's over. Regardless, watching this table will not show, because even if either they got the trick one wrong,
Or
it's over. So somebody
let's go to Mextroth, and this is the start of 3-0 right here. The rest of the players are well into this board or at the very end of 19. So we're about to see the results on 19. I'll leave this up here for us above us.
I'm
19 on the right, 20 on the
shocked
left.
we haven't seen 480 yet.
And just good time to remind you, there are 14 tables in play, 28 pairs, but we're only able to show you the results from 6 because that's the view graph table. We have another Wolpert in the room. Brandon going right to the off-camera chair. And it's a good time to tell you, myself right here, Rob Barrington, Danny Sprung to my left, the birthday boy, Ryan Wolpert, 10 years old today, and his dad, Gavin. And then further to the left, Brandon Wolpert. Those are my 2 partners for the Vanderbilt tomorrow. I'm very excited. And we're going to crush Rubenstein.
East-West look like
Oh,
two.
we made Rubenstein?
Yeah.
It switched?
Yeah, it switched, yeah.
Wait, are we in a two-way?
Yeah.
A four-way?
Heads up. No, you're in a heads-up match. So West opened 2 clubs, East bid 2 diamonds. So it looks like West, they play what's much more common in Europe, where they put their 20 or 21 point no trumps in the 2 club
clubs.
opening. So when 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no, I guess they also do that.
I can probably tell you what those bids are because they've been doing a good job of putting them in until now. Sorry, guys. No bueno. Oh, there we go. That's all we know
20
there.
and 21 balance.
20 21 balance. So there was a bunch of relays, and then he got to show that. So I guess 2 clubs is a lot of different things if they have this sort of system, boys.
Sorry, what do you say?
They probably have a lot of different types of hands they can have when they open 2 clubs.
No,
that are strong.
I mean, I would just guess it's just like it's the
Why do
balance
they need so many
2021
relays then?
Well, it's just my guess is that the 2 things are happening here. The first thing is that they play 2 clubs could have 2021 balanced. The second thing would be my guess is that they flip Kokish and 2-0. That their 2-0 direct 2-0 shows 25 plus, and this is how they show their 2021.
Interesting.
I would guess, or 2 clubs is something completely different.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We need to be in the World Championships.
It does add up it does add up with East bidding 3 clubs, Stamen, West Sing, 3 diamonds, no major. So it feels like they had a normal auction, except for they just had their balance ranges in a different spot. That's my guess.
And we are completing round 10 with this board, and it's 10 of 13, folks. So there are going to be 3 rounds left after this. We're going to bring you all of those results. You got something, Ryan?
What are the scores? Like, the board 19 came up?
Board 19's on the right.
That's board 19, but we have board 20. There's one person making 4 in 3-0. That's Carmichael and Jacob, and now we will have this 9 trick result fed in a moment. And there are your results on board 20. You want to see the scores, Ryan? You mean who's leading?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you,
buddy.
buddy.
Did it change or no?
It did. The Israeli pair, number 1 now. And we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 within a little bit more than a board now. Board and a half.
The Italians went down.
Yep, the Italians went down. The Israelis went up, and then that Sebren and Thebo right in the mix all day.
And Zia seems to be making a late charge there.
Yep. Never count out Zia for sure. He's played... I wonder how many different people has he won titles with?
Oh, many.
It's more than 10.
I can think of 6 just off the top of my head.
I'm pretty sure it's more than 10 that he's won pair games with.
And a lot of young. Yeah. Let us know, folks. I mean, Kevin Rosenberg.
Oh no, there's a million. There's so many.
That's what I mean. Just recent though. It's just like
he's like won once with Drawer, once with the rim set.
Did he win with J-Law maybe?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He's won with J-Law, maybe one with Zach.
Yeah, I know he's played with Zach a couple times. I don't know if he won any, but
also before, like even when we were younger, like in the '90s or whatever.
Right.
He's been winning forever.
Yes. Just an absolute.
We still got some board 20s going on, right? Other tables.
Let's find out. if we don't, we'll have the scores for them, and there they are. 2 making 9 tricks, 1 making 10 still. Ooh, there's 11 for these aforementioned
Yeah.
Zia. There they go, getting richer.
We're gonna see them creep up.
In
the
fact,
leaderboard.
what did they do on 19? How are they going to be here? Where are we looking?
They had the worst of it.
They
but,
had the worst
but
of it. Yeah.
not the absolute worst.
No. only 11
They're,
tricks.
they're, I think there are going to be at least a couple 480s on this board.
Wish we could see all the results, but again, folks, we're only fed the results from the view graph tables through this platform. So we can't see everything, but we can certainly update our score when it comes to us. Ooh, error loading data. That is not a good sign. Okay, so the scoreboard is broken for the moment. Let's not let everything fall apart here, folks. All right, still 10 rounds.
How did they make
in the
11 tricks?
books.
They got a heart lead in. That was a good start. They gave up a club. And then when South got in, did they play diamonds?
Tell you what.
It seems weird they wouldn't play a heart back. So heart lead to the jack and queen.
2, 6,
They ducked the club, or they snuck a diamond. They ducked the club, I'm sure.
In fact, I can't go any further, actually.
Okay.
They didn't give us any results beyond this play.
Did you just claim?
Nah, I don't think so, right?
They didn't claim, but the view graph operator lost
They
the
lost.
action.
I think there might be something going on because I don't have any data from the scores. It's possible there's an internet issue.
And what happened to the King of Spades play?
What do you mean?
Did that like actually play Zia?
Oh, the from board 19?
We
Yeah.
don't have any scores coming, error loading data on this. Yeah, and also some weird tap. We're not sure.
Can we check out 19 again? Just see
Sure.
if there's still. They did that. Zia's a third 450 came in.
Yeah, that was it. That's what we just saw over there on the.
Can you check Mexstroth's table? I want to see. Oh, he got a club lead, so he didn't have to deal with the. Well, I want to see the 10 of spades lead, the Owen and Adam's table, the second table down, the one that made 450 from north on the 10 of spades lead. Oh, this is where Zia played the king. Yeah, okay, sorry.
we saw that.
So then there was one more table, the third one.
This one?
Yeah, exactly.
Oops.
So this one.
This
We
one
played
is
on the
the
other
full.
side.
Yeah, but so diamond lead, queen of spades, king ace, now low heart, and to the 10 and jack, heart back, no,
Spade
spade back. Okay, now what did he do? Did he play the ace, of hearts? Yeah, so now did he rough everything is what I want to know. Rough the diamond? Oh, he can't now. Rough the spade, rough the diamond.
He
Yeah,
did-
there
he did
you
rough
see?
everything.
And so he didn't end up needing the queen of clubs.
There it
Yes,
was.
that
That's
was-
that's
what
the
I was
exact
hoping-
line you were looking
exactly.
for. We found
That's what I
it.
was
We
hoping
found
to
it.
see. I was like, let's just see more tables. How many more do we got?
Well, we've out of 6, we found it finally. Very good. Interesting, folks. Apologies, we're having difficulty pulling up the actual scores. I have no access to the score page, so that is totally down. Hopefully, they're just working their kinks out on that. As soon as they post board 21 for us, we'll bring it to you. But we are through 10 rounds of this 13-round event. Finals of the Platinum Pairs. And, good. We do have scores. And we do have updated scores. Very good. They were just updating, apparently. So let's take these down. Let's give you that leaderboard. Here it is. The Israelis still up by just over 4 now. Wow. Third place took a big dip now. They're now, 15 behind. So a board and a little change behind.
But they're 32 behind first.
Exactly. And then fourth, fifth are an additional almost full board behind third. So with 3 rounds left, again, trending toward a 2-horse race, but 6 boards, anything can happen, good or bad. But
Notice
the
it's a
Israelis, it's theirs to lose at this point.
It's a different 2-horse race than the one we thought at the start.
Yes, because it was Grossack McAllister
Right.
and the other second place pair at the same
They're not out of it.
No,
They're
they
not
could
out
still
of
win.
it, but they need a huge finish.
Yep.
It'd be good if they were playing one of those pairs ahead of them and had a good round against them.
And
then the other,
that's going to
you
be
know.
the interesting thing we're going to look for. In fact, while we're doing this, guys, I'm going to keep, before I give you a table, I'm going to make sure we get to the right one this time. And if you want to just watch any table, you can also go to realbridge.online, kibitz.realbridge.online, and watch any of the tables you want. But we will try to bring you the most relevant action for these last 3 rounds. which means we're looking for those top 3 pairs for sure. And honestly, if they're playing each other, that would be a massive win. And it could certainly be people performing amazing to win, but it can also be a couple of pairs bringing it down a little bit, giving a little bit back. That creates an opening for some of these other pairs. We'll see if anybody can make that happen. Who's having the best one so far? Still the Israelis by far, but then second best is the second place team. Good session for them, coming in as the leaders, 58%. It's Van Oosten and Sprinkhuisten.
They'd have to be pretty disappointed to have 58 having led and not win in a 14 table.
Yeah.
Right.
In a tough field too.
They're not going to keep up. Both scores are going to drop. I mean, it's hard to believe either that somebody's going to maintain 63 for 3 more rounds.
Yep. With all these great pairs and just honestly just normal bridge landmines that are going to be there for you. Okay, we have board 21, and let's see who we get. We could get Grossack McAllister versus Kolesnik. Ooh, we have the second place pair versus Chank and Lynn. Let's go there. And let's take off our scoreboard here and give you the action. Board 21, round 11 starts. 3 to go, and the second place pair sitting west and east versus is South a sponsor or is South?
Yes.
Yeah.
This looks like a no Trump.
This
Yeah,
is
no
a
Trump
pro
ball pass.
sponsor, yeah.
Notice Cheng might have bid with some other colors, but red against white.
He wanted to. He took a little. He gave it a little look.
Cheng likes to bid. That being said, red against white, and your partner couldn't up in third seat.
Spade lead's going to blow a trick, and whether he leads high or low, the right lead is to lead 4th best from that spade holding, if that's what you're going to lead. But it'll blow a trick, except a low spade at least delays it. It blocks the suit a little bit, but Declarer is going to quickly attack diamonds. Can you silence that?
Yep.
Yeah. So
We can hear people milling around outside, so they're between rounds, so you can almost feel the tension out there.
I actually think it's from the other side. I think that's the other game that's been let out, and we're in this little room that's
We're in the tunnel room.
That would normally be like taking coats or something. Yeah.
We're in a coat closet. That
Is
very,
it?
That is very. This is exactly what we're in. I didn't know it till right now. Actually, yes, we are in a coat closet.
What's that?
So he's gonna have to play diamonds. He's gonna have to get diamonds right, and this time it's significantly right to play diamond to the 10 as opposed to diamond to the queen, because now you can pick up king jack 4th with north. So there's no reason you're on a 50-50 guess either way about how to play diamonds when you play ace of diamonds and a diamond towards the dummy, but it's not a 50-50 guess because when you play the 10, you're always going to take 3 diamond tricks, whereas if you play the queen, you're only going to take 2. So I'd be shocked if he gets the diamond wrong. I think he's going to play ace of diamonds and a diamond towards the 10, and the 10 is going to force the king, and now South is going to have to decide whether to play back a spade, which partner led, or shift to hearts. Now, it's a big difference between which South does, because the East-West can take a lot of tricks, all but one, if they don't shift hearts, because he can get 3 diamond tricks. He can get all 5 club tricks by leading the jack from the dummy. If they don't cover, it's easy. If they cover, they can win the queen, or win the ace, cash the queen, and see that they're 4-1, unblock the 8 of clubs from the dummy, and then they'll have a finesse for the 9 on the way back. I think it's 10. I'll be yeah, there you go. I don't see why he played a low diamond versus ace of diamonds and a diamond. Maybe to keep the location of the ace of diamonds quiet. There's that upside. But otherwise, playing the ace will help you if it's singleton king. So statistically, like just as you play the suit, you would always play the ace first. But you would play diamond to the 10 from 3 little. And so now on defense, it's a little bit harder, but there you go. Lynn found the heart shift, and now it's going to go heart to the king.
Low also gives them one less card to signal with in the heart suit.
The Smith or whatever.
Smith or suit preference or whatever, and
there they go.
Okay.
So they're going to take their 4 heart tricks.
That was well done to hold.
Well done.
So that's good news for the Israelis for sure, because this is.
Yep, this is at least a normal good result for North and South here. We'll bring you whatever we get. Oh, here we go. There is a result. Wow. Very different result. 1-0 Trump making 5.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
That was what that play. Well, if they played back a spade, it was inevitably going to make a million tricks. Yeah.
Yep, and there it was. Bingo. In fact, we can prove it for you too. There it is.
So when spade to the 9, ace of diamonds, and a diamond to the 10, and they played the 10 of hearts back.
Ooh, the 10. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh man,
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
it was over. It was actually over. The 10 of hearts was the killer.
Yep.
He was trying to
'Cause the
make
9
a
is,
surround play
Yeah.
in case. What does it help? When can it help to lead the 10? Only if the player has like King Jack third and he guesses to play low.
By the way, that was
No,
the third.
that
That's the
doesn't
third place
help.
pair right there.
I don't think it can really help to play the 10 of hearts back in that.
So
spot.
Israeli's getting richer. The second place pair, the third place pair are having pretty rough results there, and that is excellent for the Israeli pair if they can do well. Who knows what they're doing? We can't see their table. That's
so
a
that's
heart
an East
bid by
hand that
East.
I would be opening 1-0 Trump
Same.
with.
Yep.
14 and a 5-card heart suit. But
Also
might
an
be playing
awkward
weak no
rebid
trumps.
over a heart of spade.
you would bid 1-0, but you're underselling your hand a little
Yeah,
bit. But
yeah.
Do you think they would maybe play some sort of weak no trumps though?
I don't think
this
they do
pair?
vulnerable. I think that they only do it white in first chair.
Gotcha. Relatively young pair here, having a very solid platinum pairs, as we saw, 58% so far in the final event as the leaders. That is really
Again,
strong stuff.
North wants to bid. The idea of right,
Oh,
he
yeah, for
wants
sure.
to bid. So can you, yeah, I mean, I would at least overcall 2 clubs. The question is, should we jump to 3? But I don't think so. I
That's tough.
think I prefer 2. Now
There it is.
it's going to go pass. South has a pretty good hand, but if they're adding up what's going on around the table, you have a vulnerable opening bid on your right, you have a vulnerable response on your left, and you have a lot of high card points, 11, but that and then you look across the partner, and as Danny said, Cenk likes to bid. You're like, who's lying here? It's usually it's the usual suspects. So if
aggressive.
you're playing with an aggressive partner, you can't hang them here for overcalling 2 clubs.
Good
And so you
point.
see Lynn did not bid, but now.
Might be
It
tempted
might have worked
here.
out better if she had.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm actually surprised that Cenk sold out to 2 diamonds. I would have probably competed already with the north hand. The idea of just defending 2 diamonds is.
Do you think it's beyond possibility that she would want to act here after 2
she
diamonds?
just doesn't
or
have a
no?
good way to bid.
Yeah.
Directly over 2 clubs. I think she did probably the practical thing to not bid.
Sure.
But then over 2 diamonds pass.
She doesn't
Yeah,
have anything she
I
can
mean
do.
she's
She can double.
got like. The problem is I wouldn't be thinking my partner has 4 spades. So what are you competing to? You've got some decent defense.
Look at these. 1-0 Trump making +1, +2, +3, and +4, and then 2-0 Trump making 2. So
That's interesting. How did you make only 3? I don't that I don't see how that's possible. Yeah, to me it seems like you're gonna make all of them, or when spade to the 8 and 9. They just let a club out. They let
There
a
it
club
is.
out. No, that's not what happened. They let a club out
the
of their
other
hand.
club. Yeah.
They what?
How do you know this?
He's watching.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Interesting. With the queen of clubs out of his hand.
Because he wanted to make 2, right? Because when the queen of clubs lost to the king, that meant that he had 8 top tricks, 3 spade tricks, 4 club tricks, and a diamond. So he was just guaranteeing that jack of clubs became an entry to unravel the spade suit. You can see that like if hearts are 5-3, and you play ace of diamonds and a diamond, then you're already losing 5 hearts and the diamond. So you're already doing worse without, and then this way they didn't have to deal with the king of clubs. That was not an unreasonable thing to do by any means.
Yeah. And now we're looking at the finish of round 11 here. 2 diamonds in the west. And again, this was the second place pair coming in. We already saw and we can show you that result again. This is their first result there. And, it's tied for bottom as it stands right now. Again, many more results. In fact, 9 other results are going to be out there on this board, but this is all we're getting fed from.
But they do have an amazing
program.
result on this next hand, getting to buy 2 diamonds.
Absolutely.
North South looks like they're cold for 4 spades. So
And this will be an interesting result as well. All the view graph tables playing this
Maybe
board
not
now.
quite. Maybe on diamond lead they can get a little messy.
So we
Let's
think most
see.
East are good up in a nut trump. That might just lead to 3 diamonds East-West as well. A nut trump pass.
I don't see how it can, because if it goes 1-0 past 2-0 and you have that north hand, you're not going to pass out. So you're going to either make a takeout double of 2-0.
Yeah,
right?
maybe
Or-
you just you won't let. Yeah, I get it.
Once again, we think.
I must sign off. Thank you, guys.
Danny, thank you so much. Going to dinner, I see.
Going to dinner, yeah.
As usual, Rob Barrington, only one that doesn't go to dinner. Except, wait. Bronia. Yeah. Sorry. Rob does get to go to dinner at the National.
There's 2 water bottles you were sitting on.
He likes that for his lumbar support, so he keeps those there.
Put them there.
I'm a little worried that he's hoarding waters over there. Oh, you finished round 12 now? You have 1 round to go. Nice. This is off camera there. This is Mika Rimstead. And well, I think we can tell you the
He knows
scores at
nothing.
this
No,
point.
we say nothing. He knows nothing.
Okay.
You know nothing.
Yeah, so let's just give you guys the look at board 22, the
But
one we just
what,
finished.
what I would
here.
like to know is what do you think your percent is? We're not going to verify it until you leave, but just
this is good.
It's just a test to see like
Wait,
how
let's
a
flash
player
it up there
thinks
for
of
the
game.
audience. Ready?
So we're asking him what percent for this session, but
This session.
don't include round 11 or 12.
Only through round 10.
And then add a square root of 2.
Okay, and then just so we know going forward, where do you think you are with 1 round to go?
Such a great question.
Close to average.
Okay, so
Okay.
he said he thinks he's at 47% for the session at the point that we're looking at on the screen.
Okay.
And then he thinks that in 2 rounds he's like about a board above average, so like 53, something like that, 52.
No, he said average. 50 maybe. Okay.
50.
Okay.
We say nothing.
We say nothing.
We say nothing.
We'll see how bad I am.
We'll tell you later at Beyond Bridge. At Beyond Bridge, we'll tell you the answer.
And don't forget, if you are here in St. Louis, Beyond Bridge, which is in the bottom level of the Marriott, is tonight. Very fun event. Look at
is-
Ryan. Ryan is the best. Oh, wait, what happened? We went happy and now just done?
Well, you said his name. It was like,
Yeah, it
wait a
was like-
second. What are we gonna? Wait, he's talking about me. What's he gonna say?
And if you're just joining us, folks, it is Ryan's birthday today. 10 years old. And
Happy birthday to
Mick,
you.
I have to be honest, after Ola left, I polled
Happy
the audience
birthday to you.
and I said, favorite Rimstead, go. No one answered. No, except me.
Except you.
I
You
answered.
said Sandra.
I said Mika. Obviously.
He did not. He said
I
Sandra.
said Sandra.
Yeah,
sorry.
let's just be clear.
I've known her longer. Sorry. All right, let's look back. Let's give you that board 22, and then as soon as they give us round 11, we will give it to you as well. We're still looking at the final score, round 10, which Mr. Rimstead believes that he, at this point, was about 47%. You guys can see live whether he's right or wrong. I don't know if he's good or bad. I can't tell you. I'm just going to be a poker player.
If anybody's laughing.
We've all played poker except for
How far off do you
Ryan,
think you
probably.
could possibly be?
I mean, not far.
Right, like a board, 2 boards. Like how far can a perception possibly be?
Surprised if it's like less than 45, but it cannot be like more than 50. I mean, my guess is 47.
Okay.
Okay.
It cannot be like way above average.
All right, so the guess was 47, and he might be right. He might be wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere around 50, plus minus 2. That would be my.
Up until now, at this moment in time.
Yeah.
He said
All right, well,
somewhere
good-
around
good
50
luck in
plus
the
or
end.
minus 2%.
Guys, wait, let's whisper it when he leaves. It's pretty close.
Yeah. He's pessimistic.
Yeah, exactly.
eh,
Like
eh, but
for a
by the
Swede,
way-
by the way, for a Swede, that's really close.
Well, if you say
because you have to build in this, you have to build in the pessimism.
well, you can't ever guess more than what you have.
But if
Yeah,
a Swede,
yeah.
Not having a
if
good
a
game, you
Swede
never
thinks
get
he
more
has
than
50,
what
You
he's
never
gonna
think
say
you're doing
47.
better than you
right.
are. Also, it's like
Well, sometimes you think you're doing better than you are, like if you're having a big game.
Yes.
okay.
I think if
Okay.
you're having a big game, you sometimes are like,
Yeah.
I'm killing it, and then you realize like
They bought a big board.
you thought I
Yeah,
was,
2
you
diamonds is
thought you
huge.
were killing it, but
We
you're not.
have results. Let's Wow, God, the Israelis are still holding strong, folks. Look at this, 62% in this session. 4 ahead, almost 4. Sorry.
After 10. That's after 10. What are we doing
That's
now?
after 11. Yeah.
Oh, after 11.
Yeah, it's after. So this is now.
All right, so he was exactly 3% low, basically.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
Was, which makes sense because you're gonna guess a little bit low.
So look at this, folks. The Israelis still very, very close. It is now getting to that 2-horse race status. Grossack, McAllister, 31 behind, which is 2.5 boards at this point, more than 2.5.
Almost insurmountable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So now
Catching 2 pairs is just like
that's the key. Unless they get to play them both in the next 2 rounds, this is not really looking.
So what do we
good.
got? We got 2. We got 4 boards left.
4 boards left. 2 rounds.
They're in there playing the last round right now.
Yep. Mika just left us. Well.
Walk over there, like on the wall. You can see his shadow.
Oh no, he heard us now. All right, we'll wait for boards 23, folks. When they put it up, we'll bring it to you. I'm gonna wait and make sure. I would love to see either the Israeli pair or again the second place pair play this round. Definitely, we'll take a look at any of those top pairs we can get, but I think the really important play is going to be whatever number 1 and number 2 do and against who they do it against. I don't even see Ash.
Look at your computer.
What? What happened?
You can see it.
Are you taking over the broadcast? I'm fine. Here, get over here. Ash, what do you mean, Ash? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. I'm blocking it. Yes, you can't see it here, but you can see it here.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not a real thing because they filled in.
Oh, that's right. They don't even get a.
Yeah, they don't get a real
yeah.
carryover. So
Yeah,
it's not a.
exactly.
It's they're just filling in.
They were
because-
filling in for a different pair, so yeah, their carryover was 0.
What pair?
I don't,
I'm not
the
sure.
young
They don't get their carryover.
Dutch pair or
Well,
something.
they're not allowed to
be
win.
fair.
They didn't do it. They're just replacing somebody. It's not like.
Yeah.
There's a Norwegian and a Denmark.
Oh, got it. Okay, Scandinavians. They were
don't know.
definitely doing
They
better
were
than
def-
0 carryover for
Wait.
sure.
Christian and
Oh, here we go. Oh, and we know where we're going. We have the leaders. Are you ready, guys?
Okay.
Let's dance. Leaders only by 4 match points at this point against East and West here. Who is that? Another Italian pair, possibly?
The team that wasn't.
Look at this:
They can't hear because you're not on the mic.
a spade, 2 clubs, 2-no, 4 clubs. Big
So
bid by
two no
Toledano.
looks like the limit raise are better in spades.
There they go.
4 clubs preemptive. 4 spades pass, key card pass. 2 with
Fast
queen,
6 spades.
Pass
That's
6 spades and
It's not gonna go well.
what for? What east west? Why? Oh, because the spades are all bad. Yeah. Oh man.
it's good for the Israelis again. Running good and playing well
That's
is a
huge,
good
yeah.
combo. If you can run good and play well, you're gonna kick some tail for sure.
Is there like where you only have 4 cards left and you just play
That's a
like,
good question, but
There's too many diamonds.
You can't get rid of your diamonds.
Yeah, there's too many
But that's
diamonds.
exactly the way you'd have to think
Yes,
about it.
that's
If you
very
knew that
good.
the spades were offside, the only way to make it would be to get them to finish with Queen Jack 4th of spades.
Yeah.
And put them in with the Jack of spades and
Yeah.
have them lead. That was a really smart, boy.
That was fast too, Ryan. Jeez.
The diamond situation. So 6 diamonds.
Not a bad slam that they bid here, right? It needs the spades 3-2. Oh, it is. it's
Well, it
not-
needs the
no,
king of hearts
needs the
on
king
side,
hearts.
too.
Diamonds was
6
diamonds
diamonds
a
is
better
good.
slam.
Yes.
6 diamonds is definitely better.
Gold because the heart finesse is on. Right?
Well, 6 diamonds is clearly better.
It's better because it's either the heart finesse or the spades.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
and it doesn't need the breaks.
Big result coming out here for the Israelis. They can probably, just like we saw with Mika, I mean, they probably have a reasonable read of how they're doing. And
Oh, they know
have
they're
to
having a
think
big,
doing
huge,
well.
they know they're having a huge
Yeah.
game. You can't be having a 64% game and
And not know it, especially in this field too. You can't. You're looking at some of your scores, going, okay, this is probably good with this field we're looking at.
Yeah, we won.
And I'll tell you what, let's keep the score up there so we can watch the other boards come in and see how good this is for the Israelis.
Well, I don't think too many people are getting to 6 spades.
There's
I
one
think if
with
they
4
get somewhere,
spades.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to play diamonds after you find a spade fit. Like you're really gonna try to find a minor suit fit after that. Like even like if it was Ace King of Hearts instead of Ace Queen of Hearts.
I don't know, man. A 5-3 fit does not play nearly as well as a 5
Yeah, it's just
4
how,
fit.
you don't know about the diamond fit. Like you don't go exploring for a diamond fit after your partner opens a spade. It's just impossible to find 6 diamonds.
Oh, is this the player of the decade list in the chat there? Maybe.
I mean, the only way is if it went like a spade, 2 clubs, and you just chose to double.
Right. Which wouldn't be crazy, yeah. It wouldn't be crazy. Although you have such a...
You have 10 third of
But the problem is
spades.
you have a slam drive. And when you start with a negative double, think about how complicated it's going
It
to
does,
be.
I agree.
To like set the game force.
Well, but
then
you could set the game
trumps.
force by bidding clubs then. You double and then you
Right,
bid
but
clubs.
right, exactly. But you've got to set the game force,
No,
and
I
then
know.
you've got to agree spades. And like it's if you don't find a heart fit, there's upside to double for sure, but it also makes actually finding slams like
More
in
difficult.
Spades more difficult. Yeah.
And just so you know, folks, we're looking at board 24 on the left side of the screen, and above us, we're just looking at the results come in for board 23. You can see the north-south pair are our current leaders, and they have a tasty result on their side of the score line on board 23. 3 boards left for them. Second place pair, 4 match points behind, and that second place pair is the Scandinavian younger players.
So what's going on here with 4 spades? Was this another? So it's whatever. It's
Club has a heart transfer.
2
What-
hearts.
2 hearts
Something.
so we get to lead a
Diamonds,
diamond.
probably.
Well, 2 hearts was probably what was it? 2 hearts must have been
Looks
diamonds.
like diamonds, yeah.
But how is that possible? How
Don't
do they-
know.
I mean, that's very bizarre. I mean,
Yeah.
2 hearts must mean diamonds,
Or it's
Yeah.
just some sort of, it's 2 diamonds, possibly.
or maybe they bid 2 diamonds.
Yeah,
I guess.
that seems
Yeah,
more
right.
likely.
Okay, I'm going with they bid 2 diamonds.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
just
with you
Viewgraph error
completely,
there.
Yeah.
And again, folks, second to last round, penultimate round of the Platinum Pair Finals. 3 days of grueling
that's wrong.
bridge.
They didn't play the 5
ending.
on the first trick. They didn't give the trick to them.
Yeah, right. The view graph operator at
definitely
this
played,
table
like,
is not
the
having their
7.
moment in this.
Well, also, I think we might have seen
No,
that
they played the
first
jack.
result came
Yeah.
in super fast, too. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so
They're like
they
it.
claim this off. We'll keep tabs on this score, but look at this. Board 23 hasn't even been finished at almost all the tables, which is kind of interesting. Only 2 tables have finished each of these boards, and it's apparently a very fast players here. There's board 24. 4 spades making only +1 against the Israelis. 4 spades making 12 tricks.
How did they only make +1? Right? They
We
just
don't know.
They have 12 rippers. They had to have gotten the heart wrong.
Yeah, but remember, this is that weird.
Well, they had to get the heart wrong.
Yeah.
That's what. No, they bid. We think they bid 2 diamonds. So
Yeah.
no, that's not true because now South is likely to be the one who's shorter in hearts. So if you're thinking about how to guess, but the problem is on this hand, locating the Queen of Hearts isn't that. You also have this problem of you want 4 heart tricks, not 3 heart tricks. So if hearts are 3-3, then you just have to find the Queen of Hearts. And so, but if hearts are 4-2, then your only way to take 4 tricks is if South has the Queen of Hearts. So it's definitely right to play hearts correctly, because the guy overcalled and. Yeah, because you can't pick up 4-2 hearts. Like if North had Queen 4th of hearts, you can't pick it up for 4 winners. So that's the reason why you should play the hearts the other way. And I'm surprised that somebody didn't play hearts the other way.
So here we go. Here we have some more results. Oh, there's another 6 spades that went into the mix on board 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd they get there? Let's see.
This was
He
1
started with a
spade, 2
negative double,
clubs.
Bronia. There you go.
Yeah.
He actually had a chance to get to Diamond
They
Slam.
found diamond.
And you
They
know,
did.
maybe
They
in
did.
imps they would have been in the.
They would have
would've
for
been-
sure,
been
for
Diamond
100%. No,
Slam,
he
but
wouldn't
in
have
match
considered
points,
play.
yeah.
It would be insane at
Yeah.
imps to bid spades.
That's a great
So-
point. And in an imp event, you would just clearly play your best slam here and not have to worry about it. Whereas spades is definitely tempting when you're in the finals of a match point event. And there Again,
Six diamonds is even better than it looks. If it's played from the east side, you can actually end play south. If south just has
Give you a
3
heart.
spades, you don't even need
The heart finesse.
The heart finesse,
Yeah.
You could just play ace king of spades and a spade, and if south is the one who has 3 spades, then you're claiming.
see ya.
It's a really good 6 diamonds. 6 diamonds is amazing. It's on a heart finesse or south having 3 spades. That's really good.
And that's by the way, you can see why Rimstead was in here so early with 14 minutes left. They finished these 2 pairs were the first 2 pairs to finish by far on these boards.
And what were his 2 results here? That he said he had a good finish.
He was they played 4 spades against them and made +1, and here they were plus or minus 480.
They were bad.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
so-
No, I don't think he. I think he thought his score was going to go up, but he
Yeah.
had 2 rounds. Remember? Oh no, sorry. This was round 12.
This is the moment,
So the previous round must have been very good for him.
right?
That's
and
what he was saying.
He's actually going to end up being spot on with his percentage, I think.
I think you're
I
right.
think he's going to be, because he said it was 53, and this is a bad round.
Yep.
So he's going to be
In fact,
right
let's-
where he thought he was.
Let's show you. So for those of
50.
you that might not have seen it, when Mika was in here, we asked him what he thought his percentage was at the point we were at, which he said 47, and it was 50 at that point.
Yeah.
But then he thinks he was going to be around 50 at the end, right?
After round 12, he thought he was around 50%, and he's at 53, or what is
52.9.
52.9, and
No,
he's
he's at
got a bad
53.
round.
Yeah.
Bad round, so he is gonna be right around 50.
Okay, the error loading deals means that it's probably just a few moments until we have these. So let me leave that off there for now. I'll give you the results for those boards for a moment. Here's board. Whoa, 1370
Look at
there.
that. Look at that.
Carmichael and Jacob find 6
Let's
diamonds.
see how they got to it.
Wow, that's beautiful. It looks like the same sort of
Same
auction we
auction, but-
saw, except we picked diamonds instead of spades.
They didn't raise clubs, but
Right.
it was he bid 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 6 diamonds.
Yeah, well done. The
Well-
only pair
well
so
done, Tom
far
Carmichael.
in the view graph section that found that good slam there. Big. Again, let's see if we can. Ooh, we have it, folks. Are you ready? This is
1 round to
with
go.
1 round to go for all the marbles. Wow,
Yeah, that is
full
a
board.
Huge lead. Yeah.
It would be a shock if they lost now. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It was above 45.
Yeah. We thought it was gonna end up above. Oh no.
This.
Yeah.
Exactly average.
Yeah. Right. He was off by that same 2%. So that was it was
Yeah.
kind of
He said plus or minus 3% or something.
plus or minus 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well done. But here, folks, if they do, we'll bring it to you. I can't say it's going to be a victory lap, but if they have one solid result, it's probably over for everybody else. Not even once. If they just have an average result, it's probably okay, right? Unless it goes massive results.
Yeah, because
at
it's
one
not like the
table.
Dutch guys rate to get 2 tops. It's really hard to get 2 tops. So.
Yeah.
Unless who are they playing?
It
And
doesn't,
yet
doesn't
it
really
happens,
against
and yet
anybody
it
in the field.
happens.
Yeah.
It can happen. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So 1 to go, folks. 3 days of honestly the best match point bridge in the world anywhere in this time of year. The North American Bridge Championships, the signature pair event about to finish. And it looks like the Israeli pair, it's clearly theirs to lose. And
I played in it.
be a
I
shock if
would've
they don't get.
Oh yeah.
won. Joke.
I have a feeling that,
I'm
you
not
know,
saying myself.
one or both of you has a pretty good chance of winning one of these things. I was talking to Bronia and Gavin, by the way. I wasn't talking to you kids.
You guys are not allowed to play.
Did you even make the plan?
Do you know, though, I loved seeing Avery and Aaron in the finals of the 3-day
it's cool.
Platinum. That's a great result there. Not that-
Aaron was really happy about getting to play with his daughter. He was really
Yeah.
he was really happy
and
about it.
I honestly, Avery's gonna, if she wants to, she can do whatever she wants. But if she wants to be a bridge player, she will be one of the best for sure.
You're up to
Yeah.
2 platinum.
She already is a bridge player,
You,
and I think she'll continue.
That's
to
what I
be
mean.
a
But
bridge player.
if she
loves
wants
it.
to be, she can do anything. But if
Yeah.
she wants to really be like one of the best bridge players, she can definitely be one of the best. For male, female does not matter, folks. It's the talented group of young juniors that we have, and there might be a couple of them in the room with us. I'm not sure. I'm a junior because I'm much younger than most of. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm an old fart. Excuse me. Still waiting, folks. When they bring us board 25, we will watch it. 25 and 26. The Israelis way ahead. And guys, 63.94. By the way, look at the second place pair again. Still 56%, having an excellent session in the third day of the Platinum.
The second best session.
Change behind after 12 rounds. That is just absolutely brutal.
Not a lot of big scores actually, right? It's a lot of
There aren't. It's impossible to have a big score. I mean, 64% is amazing.
I think that is a big score. That's a huge score for this day.
I wonder where it ranks as far as all-time best scores in this event on the third day.
Oh, here we go.
I remember one being really big at some point, but I mean really big Platinum pairs while. So, but I don't know. It wasn't much higher than that, if I remember correctly. Maybe on a day one you can have like a 68 though, or something like that if you run really good. But even day one, it's kind of hard, right, to be too far over 60. Because again, folks, remember this event, you have to have done quite well in a lot of national events or won one to even qualify to get in this thing, right? Is it 150 platinum points or something like that you need? Or is it 100?
50.
It's 50 in the last 3 years. So
Yeah,
it's actually, you can't
then
just
it's-
accumulate them from forever. It's 200 lifetime points or 50 in the last 3
There
years.
it is,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's no exceptions. This is not like in the Life Master pairs. There's
Oh, there
exceptions.
isn't exceptions.
There are no
Junior
exceptions.
exceptions.
Not in the Platinum pairs. In the Life Master pairs, we make exceptions.
Oh, I did not
So
know
like if
that.
somebody happens to, like not be a Life Master for whatever reason, but in the Platinum pairs, there are no exceptions.
Sorry, folks. Well, that's good. That adds even an extra cachet to it.
It really does.
All right, folks. We're still waiting. We're right at the screen. I'll bring us a table just to see it. I'm hoping that the Israeli pair stays here, but we will see this last round as soon as they bring it to us. And I'd like to take this time to thank not only Bronia Jenkins, Gavin Wolpert, Ryan Wolpert, all the other broadcasters, all of you watching from home. Sorry, we don't have the chat on our screen today, but we did our best to kind of keep up with you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I see a spinoff. Let's not feed Rob. What?
Like because you said you were never getting dinner.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's good. I like the not feeding Rob, except, I get hangry once in a while. You've both seen me hangry. Yeah. We've known each other long enough in this room that both of you have seen me hangry before.
I'll tell you, you've had a little cushy weekend here. So today was not the day we would expect to see you on. You got to play bridge for 2 days. You got to have the afternoon off today.
It's the first nationals I played bridge at in probably like
one session of
5
work
years.
here. This is this is Rob at full form.
But wait, I gotta say, I set up 94% of what you're looking at here. So
I challenge.
Oh,
I
you're
challenge.
never
94%.
I challenge.
94%.
I challenge.
There it is, guys. 25. And yes, the West and East pair, those are
The current leaders.
They are likely to be our 2026
yes.
Platinum Pair champions, but let's see if they can bring it home here. North it's probably going to go pass a diamond.
Yeah, or maybe they open a club with their balanced hands.
And some sort of preemptive action.
I would
with
bid
South.
3 hearts with the South hand. It's a little bit more than 2 hearts. You're especially opposite a past hand partner. You might even see him bid 4 hearts, to be honest with you. You have a great heart suit. You want to put as much pressure on the opponents as you can. You're white against red. Partner's a past hand. Everything going for bidding a lot of hearts with the South hand. 3 or 4. I will be shocked if we see less than 3.
And I can tell you that this pair is not in contention.
And just a simple 3 spade bid
Yes.
from East, and West will kick it into 4. West has 10 high card points, but their singleton heart has tremendous value in this spot. Less than the partner actually has a terrible, terrible hand with the King of Hearts opposite our singleton.
Whoa, they floated.
Okay, white against red, red against white. So, and this was huge because four spades is just you lose the ace of diamonds, the ace of hearts, and 2 trump tricks. Unless you pin that singleton 8 of spades, you're gonna lose 2 trump tricks. So they've done huge to go plus on this board.
They win.
Yeah,
We haven't gone plus yet, but
Yeah,
it's
right. It's a hell of a start, though, with a 15 imp lead. Jenny, we asked an important question earlier. We asked who the favorite, but then Gavin said, who is the favorite child? That was rough. He answered it correctly. No one.
Ryan said no one.
Yeah.
He didn't believe I had a favorite child.
He's right. Who's your favorite friend?
Let's start with me.
You met Bronia, I know.
So he's lost 2 tricks so far. He's got another club to lose, another heart to lose, and
And a
another
spade to lose.
for just 1 down.
It's amazing. Plus
So
100 is gonna
optimal
be
on this
great.
hand would have been East-West getting 140, right? I think that's about the best case scenario for East-West, getting 140. So
But
100.
doesn't it seem like it's going to be minus 100 East-West most of the places? Most of the other tables? We'll find out. This looks like the first table to, or one of the first
I think
tables to finish.
most tables are going to play spades going down. North-South is going to get a plus score.
And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed or liked the broadcast or commented, jump on in there, subscribe, like, and you will be notified when we are live for the rest of this week, which is going to be every day except for tomorrow. We might have a little bit of dip in late tomorrow to test out our program and to say hi, but then we'll bring you the rest of the Vanderbilt and the entirety of the semifinals and the finals on Saturday and Sunday. So full day
Friday
of
and
bridge.
Saturday.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday. Most likely. Most likely.
Wait.
No, it
Friday
is.
and
I mean, I thought it's done.
100%?
Well, isn't tomorrow the round of 64? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. I need to change that schedule. I did not know that. Okay, so Sunday there's no Vandy. There's
Right.
just the Swiss.
Exactly.
Wow, that's kind of cool actually. That the big players get a day off at the end to celebrate. I like it.
Or they can play in the regional Swiss.
Oh, yeah.
I'm available for that now.
Okay, this hand. Okay, so can we put the results up for see what other people are doing?
Yes, now we can. Thank you. We have one other result that just popped in here, folks, and there it is. And as we expected, 4 spades in the East on 1 for plus 100 versus the Israeli. Yeah, that looks. If you get a few more of those 4 spades in there, and it's going to be pretty impossible for them to lose, right? They're going to get an above average score, and that means they're going to be a board plus ahead, which gives them the march to victory. Have you won this before, Gavin? The Platinums?
I have only played.
You've never played the
I don't
Platinums,
play
yeah.
it. I have not played it, but maybe once in my life.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to update. Somebody did put in the chat. I was totally wrong about Chip. Chip's like 17th, and that's because he doesn't play any of the pair events. Marty's way up there because he's just done so well in those pair
That's
events.
just
so.
my thing. For me, playing in 3-day pair games, I find the stamina of 10 days just a little bit too much. I don't
know how
enjoy playing
anybody
them.
doesn't find it too much.
Yeah.
By the way, it is an absolute brutal grind. I'm with you. We're gonna play it tomorrow.
Yeah, I much prefer it. I mean, like this imp pairs at the beginning is awesome. Playing imp
Loved
pairs
it.
for a few days is fantastic.
Like a bad defender, so like match points not for me.
Okay. I will. Well, gotta tell you, I made one of the dumbest leads of my life in the impairs. Oh, you're calling out your day.
He was on my case
Terrible
today. Oh
lead.
man, I was feeling it. He was rough. On me.
Oh no,
The only lead.
the only one.
Yeah, I
Ouch.
did.
We've all been there.
Oh, you could let lead low.
Yeah. Well, they might have still finessed into me the next time around if I led low.
All right, we're waiting for the last board of the event. I gotta tell you, it feels pretty much like a foregone conclusion for us. And I'll remind you, here are those leaders from before, and we just saw that top pair there with a 15 match point lead have a very tasty result on that first board. So
That is
it
a
looks
W.
like they are going to win this sucker. But it doesn't mean we can't watch the last board and see how they end off.
So we aren't able to see the last board because people are still playing
I believe so, yeah. I think there's still somebody playing.
board 26 right
yeah,
now as we speak.
Or, yeah, exactly. Or close to that 15-minute cutoff of whatever they have. It'll be interesting. I mean, I don't know if anybody feels amazing after this except for the winners, because it's just you have to feel like you ran a marathon after an event like this. That amount of pressure and every trick mattering so much, that adds so much to it. An imp game like you're talking about, you can, I don't want to say you can relax, but you don't have as much pressure on every single card that you're playing.
You think you're gonna be really happy if you're second? That's a nice way to look at it.
I definitely would be, but if you were
Yeah.
that Scandinavian pair that was in the lead and felt, you gotta feel like let's show their score
they're not
again.
Scandinavian, but I just
Sorry,
they're Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Dutch. Excuse me.
Yeah, to me,
Sorry,
Dutch isn't
sorry.
that the same thing?
It's adjacent.
I don't know.
It's the
Maybe
same,
there's
it's-
Scandinavian
yeah.
in the room. What she
Excuse
thinks
me.
about that?
Oh, I see the look too. That's a look of anger right there to some. Well, we needed help with the pronunciation a little bit earlier, but your brother helped with that. But yeah, but what I'm saying is you're clipping off 56% in the last segment of the Platinums. You have to feel like you're doing well without knowing any of the results, and you're just getting blown out by an Israeli pair that's just on a mission here. And they are going to have one of the most impressive finishing scores if we can ever get to it, folks. 63.94 here. You got to think they're going to be at least the same result with that board 25 coming in.
And the last, any other scores? No.
Nope,
So there's
we'll
lots
get
of
the
people
leader out
still
of there.
playing 25 on.
Yep, there's 25.
So all we need is
there's
one
25.
pair to finish board. We need everybody to finish 26 before we can see it. Is that the idea?
26 or 25?
26.
26.
Everybody has to finish 26 before we can start watching 26. So that means somebody is still playing the last hand of the event right now.
Yep, which is not surprising because these are live results coming in, at least on the delay right above us, and only three tables have.
Or maybe they haven't
put in
put
a
the score
result.
into the bridge mate.
Well, that would be a disaster.
So what happened here?
There we go. Four spades down two, four spades down one.
That's a good result for Adam and John.
Yep, they could. Adam and John could possibly, with
Sneak
a
into
very
second.
poor result for
Yeah,
the
they
second
could
place
sneak
team,
into
they could
second.
sneak into second.
With their 16 behind.
They'd need a lot. They'd need
Yeah.
the
They need to- well, they're
the Dutch
started
pair
with
to do
they
poorly.
started with a lot plus 200. It's definitely starting with a lot. That is half of what they need, or at least a third of what they need. They need
We could
another
open
big
the
result.
window now.
You want to?
I don't know. Do you know how?
No.
I don't
I mean,
know.
I know
Nah.
how, but I also think
No.
it's a two-person job.
Maybe
it's a big
tomorrow.
window.
So we have a window here.
Do you know what room? Gavin picked it out. What room is? What is this room?
I don't know.
It's a coat check room,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's a coat check room. It's a great room. For
Everybody
me,
bring your
actually,
coats. We'll check them.
25. Still on the. Hey,
There
no!
we go.
Ship it.
Yay.
This looks like a boring hand, which is
Well,
exactly
it's
what the
match
Israelis
points.
want.
It's match points.
Yeah,
There's
I
nothing
forgot.
boring
It is
about
match points, so nothing is boring.
Yeah.
It's gonna go probably pass, and a minor suit opening, and
I mean, it is kind of a boring hand. I'm going with you.
It's going to be a slow hand, is what it's going to be. So obviously, because it just took forever for it to turn in. We
oh
knew-
yeah, that's a fair
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, we might get a result prior to this hand finishing on the running scores, and we'll bring that.
Oh
to you
yeah,
as
it's
well.
already a diamond and no trump. Here we go.
Surprised North didn't make a takeout double.
Yeah, especially over a diamond. That's
Match
interesting.
points just not getting in there.
Vulnerability have something to do with that, maybe? Okay.
Yeah. So, what are they going to start with? 4 spades, and he's probably going to shift to the Queen of Hearts.
Well, they're gonna take the first 4, maybe.
And a heart. Yeah.
Yeah, but the result that mattered here was that first board, and I can bring it to you now, folks, now that we see this and we know this is going to be a little bit of a slog. There are your champions, the Israeli pair, Zamir and Toledano, 63.46 in the final session of the Platinum Pairs to surge to victory by a full board and a half over the Dutch pair. Wow. McAllister, Grossack third, Mahmoud and Donati fourth, and fifth, Madala and Bada. I mean, great results for everybody. Anybody playing today had a great result, in my opinion, like we were talking about, Ryan. I would be happy to just be in day 3.
I'll be happy being last. I don't care.
I agree.
Well, it's funny. My memory of being here in St. Louis was when I was 14 years old. I played the blue ribbon pairs here. Back when the blue ribbons only qualified very, very small. They used to cut like 60% of or 70% of the field every day. And I made the third day with Ari Greenberg when I was 14, and we literally were dead last in the first session and dead last in the second session, like 20% both sessions.
Yeah.
Like the worst
cares?
bottom, but I didn't care. I was
Yeah.
like, it was the thrill of a lifetime to even just to make the third day.
Well, it's nice. You get to see your kids go through that same door as well, which is awesome. And I get to have some fun with you tomorrow, Ryan. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Day
we're
one of the
gonna crush
Vanderbilts. Let's go get Rubenstein. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. Well, thank you guys so much for
They
joining.
don't deserve to get free stuff.
Perfect. No free stuff for
They
them.
can't beat us. If they can beat me in the spin gold, they can't beat me in the Vanderbilt.
They can't get you two events like this. Thanks a
Not
lot.
Can't
folks.
get a two. You can't get a 2 for 0.
Okay. Let him finish. let him wrap
No,
up.
we're fine. Well,
He's
I could
trying.
do this all day. We're gonna have a good day tomorrow. So, folks, myself, Rob Barrington, Bronia Jenkins, Gavin Wolpert,
Thank you.
Ryan
thank you.
Wolpert,
There
the
he
birthday
is.
boy.
There he is. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much for joining us for this super exciting finals. Here are your winners: the Israeli pair, Samir and Toledano, #1 after a massive last session. Congratulations to them and all the other also-rans. We will see you for the next event, which starts tomorrow. That's the Vanderbilt. We're going to bring all that action for you live, and we finish on Saturday for that, folks.
Thank you,
Friday and
guys.
Saturday, full day bridge. We'll see you next time, folks. See you at the tables. Don't forget, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Don.